Bring him in close.
Ladies and gentlemen, as a London High School alumni, class of '95, it is my pleasure to introduce, for the first time, the London High School Alumni Marching Band. Please remain standing and join in the singing of our national anthem, the Star-Spangled Banner, under direction of Mr. David Trent.
Remember that one time we were coming in, they did that? Yeah, I was pretty happy with the two. That was funny.
Hello everybody, I would like to welcome you to London, Ohio and Jim Bolas Field, the newly dedicated Jim Bolas Field, on the beautiful Hartley Athletic Complex. It's a beautiful stadium here, and I would just like to welcome everyone out there, and I would like to introduce my colleagues here up in the booth with me, Darby Calhoun and Doug Green. I'd like to welcome them, and gentlemen, the Red Raiders are playing the Hillsboro Indians tonight. And more importantly, I know you're thinking about taking on, you got to concentrate on your opponent. But more importantly, what kind of pressure do these kids face coming into a new stadium? I mean, they're kicking off opening up a new stadium, and is that added pressure for them?
I'll take that one first, Carl. After the seasons that they had the last couple years, I think it's kind of refreshing. They want to close the book on 2 bad seasons in a row. Over the last 2 years, they've won, I believe, 3 games out of 20 possible games. That's disappointing. It's time to shut down that field. Forget about it. This here's a new era, new field, new kids, and I think they're looking for a pretty good year.
Great. London has a big challenge tonight. This team, the Hillsboro Indians, are not very big, but they're pretty quick, and both teams are undefeated coming into the game. Folks, just sit back and get ready. I think you're going to have an enjoyable game and an enjoyable year here in London. So just sit back and enjoy.
You know you're not going to get off that easy, Darby, so is there anything you'd like to add to this whole situation? I'll stick my ugly mug. Hi, guys. This Darby back with us, one of our first original broadcasts.
With a new stadium, it's your first game. This is a big one. You know what I'm saying? You win it, you feel like it's lucky. So this is just a big game. It's a big game. In Hillsboro, this is always a good game. Always.
Sounds good. Okay, let's take it to the field. And you guys can go ahead and
Don't worry, I'm not letting Gary off the hook. Yeah.
I can't hear it.
Carl, as we gear up for this game here tonight, I want to tell you, I fill you in a little bit on last week. Last week, London played Kent Ridge. Outstanding play by the big tight end for the Red Raiders. By the big tight end, Andre Tyree did a great job. 268 pounds. This kid's a big boy, runs fast, and he has some sweet hands.
He sounds like a horse. I was looking down. First, I'd like to thank Gary McNeil, our producer here. If I can, I'd like to get Gary to give a few words about. He grew up in the era of Jim Bolus, and give us just a few quick comments, if he would.
I tell you what, they've already said everything there is to say about Jim Bolus. Jim Bolus is probably one of the greatest coaches ever was. He had an opportunity to go to coach for Ohio State, and turned it down and stayed here. His record is unbelievable, and you can go back over the records. West Jeff weren't even in the picture when Bolus, because we sent our reserves to play against West Jeff when we had Coach Bolus. And our biggest rivalry probably was Urbana, and I think we're probably pretty much neck and neck with them. So it's very deserving that Coach Bolus, this name be filled after him. And you can leave me out of it. This is you guys' night, and I'm going to just go over here and man the other stuff, okay? Thank you.
Thank you, Gary. Okay, London coming off the big win last week, and I tell you what, they have some horses on their team. You're right, Doug. London, this game, in my opinion, I think this is really huge. You got a new stadium. You're kicking off, your new stadium here, and when teams come here, you want them to think, I do not want to play in this stadium, and this is like a statement game for them. Do you agree?
Absolutely right, and also for the fans that came to this game, we drew people in that don't normally come to a Red Raider football game here tonight for the stadium dedication. One way to keep them coming back week after week is put on a good performance out there. I think that's what London needs to do when they come out, be aggressive, and really get on the board first and be in control.
It's all about building tradition. Growing up in Ironton, Ohio, our high school has a rich football tradition, and games were sell out week after week after week, and I don't see no reason why London can't do that here.
I thought they were big in golf. Sorry about that.
That was back in the 30s, but from 70 on, we've dominated Southern Ohio football, and there's no reason why London can't do that now. This beautiful stadium, I think they can make a statement today and just build a tradition that they've never had before.
Carl, some of the things that happened last week against Kent Ridge, or Martin, I'm sorry, I keep calling you Carl, that's our cameraman, sorry about that.
We do kind of look alike, but I'm the better looking of the two.
You might have more hair than him too. Hey, some of the things we seen last week is Dobmeyer, quarterback for the Red Raiders, did a nice job on quick little outs to his receiver split out there. Josh Dickens and Wheeler with the split man did a great job, and the receivers did an outstanding job running after they made the catch. They would throw it out there and pick up 8, 10, 15 yards. That's almost as good as a lateral out there, except put your receiver one-on-one against the defender. Very effective last week. Then also Laney had a good week rushing the ball.
I think a usual key, it sounds like an old cliche, but the game's usually won in the trenches. And I was watching some of the plays from the game from last week today, and the line play is definitely key. I mean, a running back is as good as his line, and when you got the running backs that London has, you got the potential there for some big game breakers, and you just got to have a great line play.
Well, last week we seen a couple blitzes by Kent Ridge get through the line and sacked Dobmeyer for a few losses. I'm sure London worked on it. They did not have lack anything to work on this week in practice, even though they won last week. I'm sure they worked on that. Their defense last week did a pretty good job once they settled down. If you remember last week, they opened up with a 56-yard touchdown. Kent Ridge opened up with a 56-yard touchdown run, and I think that kind of put a little wake-up call to the Raiders' defense. They stepped it up and actually held the guy in check for the remainder of the game. One play like that can kill you in a real tight ball game.
How true. London also, in watching the films, their defense did settle down. And as I remember from talking to people around town, and I'm coming in here from Knoxville, Tennessee, home of the national championship Tennessee Vols. The season is starting earlier this year, and the last week was almost kind of like a scrimmage for them. It would have been a scrimmage game for them. So it's going to take a little bit of time for the teams to gel. So I think teams are really not going to form their continuity probably to about the third, fourth, and some teams fifth games of the season.
That's pretty true. These seniors have played together for a while. One thing that was real nice to see last week was also some of the younger guys stepping up and contributing. We have Andre Tyree, like we said before, he's a junior. We had a Josh Dickon, who's a sophomore receiver, was very effective out there, both offensively and defensively. And then the seniors, when it came crunch time, overtime, they really took control of the ball game and set the tone with some great defensive plays by Laney in the overtime, and also running the ball. Andre Tyree made a nice catch in the end zone there in the overtime.
We are just about set here. We have about 2 minutes until kickoff. This is that's Hillsboro taking the field now.
Get a little confusing, won't it?
Yeah. One's red and white, and the other one's white and red.
That was good.
Hillsboro is mostly in the all-white uniforms, and the Red Raiders will be in the all-red uniforms. London is lining up, getting ready to take the field in their first ever game here at Jim Bolus Field here in London, and those kids have to be excited. This is an absolutely gorgeous complex here.
Well, whatever comes through this high school again, they'll always remember this, the first game that this stadium opened up. This will always be a memory. It'd be nice to have as a winning memory, and I'm sure the coaching staff agrees with that. They need to go out here and just play their hearts out when they get out of here. Looks like not too many people made the trip up from Hillsboro.
It's football time in London. The Red Raiders take the field. They're looking psyched and ready to go, fellas.
It's nice to see the crowd on their feet, too, getting into the game.
That makes a big difference. That being the 12th man is always a key. I know when I played, it was always a key for me.
When you played, you were the 11th. That was another era when he played, right?
Yeah, I hear some comments from the peanut gallery that I do not appreciate.
Did you guys wear helmets back then, Marvin?
Do I really look that old? Players are getting their final instructions.
Hillsboro won the toss tonight, elected to receive, so London to be kicking off to them. Hillsboro, I believe, will be heading from the north to the south.
Pat Mead will be kicking for London.
By the way, Mark, Jay Hoyt, special teams coach. I think you remember him.
Oh yeah, the toe.
No, that was Tobin.
No, that was Tobin was the toe.
Jay Hoyt come out with Carl, I think.
That's right. Big.
Went to Bowling Green.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Went to Bowling Green with Carl King, another great running back here at London High School.
Probably Andre Tyree. He kicked off last week. Let's see if he kicks off again. He's not your stereotype kicker. You know, you think of a kicker on high school or in a college level being about 5'8", 125 pounds. And you see big Andre, he's 6'3", 268, so he's not your stereotype. He's probably the only kicker I know in high school that can really hurt you.
He's a pretty fast kid. He might be one of the few kickers that can actually kick the ball and beat the rest of the players down the field.
No, their tailback, I think it's Hitchcock for them. I think that's his name.
Yeah, Hitchcock.
He's on the freshman. So you sting him real good, and that might be the key to
So Tyree is kicking off.
Pretty impressive freshman, 6'1", 190 pounds, what he's listed at. Pretty big boy.
He comes from a whole line of Hitchcocks, and the bloodline always produces good offense.
We are just about set. Capacity crowd on hand on the London side anyway. Tyree preparing to kick. And there's the whistle. Short kick to about the 11. Right back up the middle. Uh-oh, Tyree's one man. Oh, my goodness. He's up past the 45 to about the 47-yard line.
That's the same trouble we seen last week when it started with Kenton Ridge. One of the things they did not do is stay in your lanes going down on your kickoff. That's what the coaching staff teaches these guys to do. It opened up. Richard Rickman for Hillsboro made a nice return, found the open seam. Andre did what he was supposed to do, which is stay back and save a touchdown.
And he did a great job. London is out. They got 7 men on the line of scrimmage. Hillsboro's got 1 man in the backfield. Let's see what they do on this first play. Last week it wasn't pretty. Sprint out, pass to the left. Good play, good pursuit by London there. Good team speed, a lot of people coming to the ball.
Looked like Willard was the one on that tackle. Made a nice job from the linebacker position, getting out on that quick little flat pattern, about 3 yards. Actually, they give him 5 yards on that play.
Didn't look like he got that many.
Look at man on the right side of the line on the offensive line here.
Hillsboro has a man split to each side. And look, and they go over the left side. They've got the first down. They got about 6 yards on that play. They got the first down. They're going to move the sticks. They're up to about the 41-yard line of London. They're well into London territory and driving.
That was a quick run to the short side of the field. Anytime, Martin, if you have your safeties making a tackle, you know you're in trouble. That time the safety, Mark Thompson, had to come up, make the tackle, but not after a gain of 7 yards.
That's true. Primarily, you want your linebackers and your linemen doing that. You don't want your safety sneaking up there having to cover for you.
Don't like for him to have grass stains on his knees.
They're going to the short side again, but it's a pass. Oh, he was open momentarily across the middle. A little high, went off his hands. It's going to be 2nd down and 10.
I think that was Wheeler on that near interception.
Yeah, Wheeler was the one that was covering on that play. That was a nice, quick little slant pattern. Looked like a pretty good-sized receiver out there. The ball just had a little bit too much on it. Went right through his hands. Wheeler played a great game last week, broke up a few different pass plays.
Hillsboro coming back out. They're not mixing up a whole bunch of formations right now. Pretty much setting what they're going to do. Now they're coming. Oh, great defensive play by London. They tried to go over the right tackle. Totally shut down by London.
Yeah, number 58, Jesse Mullins, was in there on that tackle. But you know who also was there? McNeil's one that disrupted that play, too. He came through, made the play turn inside, and Jesse Mullins was right there for a nice takedown.
So McNeil did his job.
I noticed B.J. Laney was in there on that number 22, was in there on that play, too. Pretty tight.
London seems to have pretty good team pursuit there. And now they're 2 men split to the far side for Hillsboro. Changing up just a little bit. They're trying to open this game up a little bit, it looks like. He's looking long. No! He goes short, and they got the first down across the 30, down to about the 27-yard line. That was a nice little pass play there.
That's a nice little 7-yard out. Looked like Mark Thompson was actually on the coverage right there. He was just about a step or two behind the receiver. The pass was delivered where it needed to be. The receiver was able to turn it up for a first down.
This Cam Marsh for Hillsboro is not scared to throw the ball. He's got a really nice arm on him. Men split to each side again. 1 man in the backfield. And they're looking to throw the ball again. It's just a little lob over. It's a little, that would be a flag. Is that a flag pattern or a
fly?
A fly pattern. And just lofting it up in the air, and it's a good play.
Yeah, he's lucky he never got that one picked off, because Wheeler, anytime you loft something up around him, he's quick enough, big enough, and strong enough to usually come down with it.
We got 2nd down and 10, and Hillsboro probably looking to pass the ball again. They're not shy to put the ball up in the air. Cam Marsh again under center, and they go right back up the middle. Looks like they're going to give him about 2, let's give him 3 yards on that play. We're going to go 3rd down and 7.
London's defense did a nice job right there, coming up, filling a hole. There was a pretty good-sized hole there. Linebackers filled the gap and stopped him for a minimal gain.
That was a good stop there. Now we got 3rd and long for Hillsboro. It's a key stand for London right here.
Well, London had a rough time last week on the first drive. This is the way you need to shut down your opponents and get the ball back. This is your stadium. Let's take advantage of it.
He's rolling to the right, looking downfield.
Nice break
nice.
up there. That's Wheeler that came through there and knocked the ball away. It was a nice rollout pattern by Hillsboro. Wheeler was just staying back on the coverage, waiting for the ball to be delivered, and then laid out and knocked it down. Nice play.
That was a great play by Wheeler there. He waited to stay back, and he didn't commit too soon, and he just waited his ground and stuck right with him and knocked the ball right down. So we got a 4th down here, and we'll wait to see what Hillsboro's going to do. Timeout on the field. Hillsboro timeout. Their first one. 9:13 to go in the first quarter. 0-0.
I put it on you, man. Go ahead and
Okay.
tell me something.
0-0 here in the first quarter. 9:13 to go. Hillsboro was driving. They stalled a little bit. It's 4th down, and it's 7 yards to go.
This is one of those decision times here. You're actually too far away to kick a field goal. You're too close where you really don't want to punt the ball, and it's a long 4th down situation. They're going to have to go for it here.
So you're the expert. So what do you do?
I'm not the expert by no chance.
If you're the coach at Hillsboro, what do you do right now?
If I was a coach for Hillsboro, what I would probably do after seeing London last week is go ahead and punt the ball from here, pin them down inside the 5-10 yard line, and make them drive 90 yards. However, the coach is not going to do it. They're going to run a pass play here. It will fall incomplete, and I'll win the lottery tomorrow. That's
All
my
right. Houdini up in the booth. He knows all, he tells all.
Number 78 is a big boy for Hillsboro. I think they have him listed at 325 pounds.
Wow. That's a horse right there. He's big as you, Gary. We got 3 men to the near side. Running back coming out of the backfield. He's looking. Nothing doing. He's sacked for a 4-yard loss. London's going to take over on downs.
Kevin Dixon.
That's a nice play there by the defense getting in there. Dixon, I believe, was the one that got in there. Came through pretty much untouched, made the quarterback actually get out of his pocket. He had an open receiver on the far side, but it was momentarily. It's hard to throw when you're running for your life.
Yeah, makes it rough.
Big defensive stand. That's what they needed. That's what they did not have last week, and that really gets the team pumped up.
London sets up in the I formation.
Wheeler split to this side. They have 2 receivers on the far side.
Dodmeyer underneath center. He's looking to throw. The first pass by the Red Raiders. He's open. Oh!
That's a nice play. Wheeler ran an outstanding route. It looked like a post pattern. He started it from the outside and went to the middle of the field. Had a step or two on the receiver. The ball was a little bit underthrown. Willard had to slow down for it, and allowed the defense to react to it and knock the ball down.
That was real close. That was another yard. He was gone. That was a catch and go. Catch and go. Nice play though. Way to open it up though. London back in the pro I, man split to either side. They go right back up the middle. Oh, what a hole. Now that was a nice hole right off the back. Who was on that?
B.J. Laney's the one that ran that ball. Give credit to Willard, who's a fullback. That was a power I situation. Laney followed the fullback through the hole. Fullback made a nice kick-out block, and Laney was right on his tail. Just nice pickup, about 12 yards we'll give him.
That was a nice play. It's going to be 1st and 10 right just across the 40-yard line. They're going back to the same thing. It's over the right side. London is going to be close to another 1st down, and I'm loving this running game.
That was a backside traps, what it looked like. Laney took the ball, had nothing but daylight in front of him, picked up another 10, 11 yards on that play. That's not a bad way to start out. 2 rushes, 23 yards.
Sounds like he's getting started off to a real good night. They're going to measure on this one. I think he has it.
It's awful close.
They think he has it. That would be a 1st down. That was close, but it's a game of inches.
He got out the piece of paper.
Yeah. We're just across midfield, and I mean the one ball length across midfield into Hillsboro territory. This is London's first drive of the game. They took over on downs. They go hit the fullback right back up the middle. He could go all the way. Stopped at the 1 yard line.
And you know he was pushing hard because he was the first touchdown.
Now that's what I like to see out of a fullback.
He only touched the ball. He only touched the ball about 2 times last week. They gave him the ball here. He made some nice blocks the first 2 plays. He carried that ball 48 yards. 49 would have gave him a touchdown.
Wow. Nice run. Good speed for a fullback.
He also plays middle linebacker on defense. He has great speed for a guy.
I like to see him give it right back to him, get the first touchdown in the stadium. He made a big move there.
Right back up the middle. No signals as of yet. Don't think he got in. It's going to be 2nd and goal. That was a little quarterback sneak there. They tried to take it right back in.
Well, the good thing is you got a couple more times to try to punch the ball in the end zone. I agree with Gary on this. Give it to the fullback. He got the ball down there.
Gary, where's the Buffalo back? We don't have the Buffalo. Where's the Buffalo back? We have one. We do have one. Got a timeout by quarterback.
London was lined up. They had 3 men before the timeout was called. 3 men in the backfield. A full house backfield, I guess you would call that.
And they're bringing in the big full house man himself, Andre Tyree's coming in there. We did see him a little bit in the scrimmage playing the backfield. He'd be a load to bring down if you hand him the ball.
I wouldn't mind to have him blocking for me either.
The Buffalo package.
Yeah.
The Buffalo package.
The Buffalo package. Coach Dodmeyer on the field giving them further instruction. 7:36 to play. London, this is the first time they've had the ball in their brand new stadium. And I tell you what, they're 1 yard away from scoring their first touchdown here and the first point scored here in this stadium.
Last week they had trouble in the red zone. Let's see if they can punch it in. They only have a yard to go.
Touchdown. Laney touchdown.
Looked like the same power play that they ran earlier from the 40 and 50 yard line. It was successful for the Red Raiders. Willard came through, made a nice block. Laney just punched it right into the end zone.
As I saw as he took it over, that was a really good surge by the right side of the line. They dug in, they got a good surge. He pretty much just had to go up to the line and fall through. Great blocking.
We might as well mark it down. First man to score a touchdown at the Bola Stadium is Laney.
So remember when they start asking you trivia questions about 20 years from now, who was the first one to do it?
Gary McNeil. Who called it? Martin or Doug?
Sean Myers kicking. It's up. And it is good.
Sean Myers, the freshman.
He is good.
Yeah.
The freshman, Sean Myers, with the point after. London takes a 7-0 lead. They will get set to kick, and so far so good, fellas.
So far so good. Let's see what the kicking team does out here. Last time they kicked off the ball, there was a bad coverage on it. Had a lane open up. Richard Rickman, I believe, was the guy for Hillsboro that found the seam. They need to stay in their lanes, get down there, cover them. Let's pin them back and get the ball back.
Let's do it again. Special teams play such a key.
But really,
They play such a key in the ball game. Special teams can win you a game, or usually special teams that can help you win a game. For a lot of teams, especially in high school, players don't want to focus and play hard on special teams. It can lose you a lot of ball games too.
You know, years ago when we were in school, they used to put freshmen, sophomores, and stuff out on the kicking teams. But it seems like they found it's more important. That's a big play out there. Field position's what you get out of it. You might as well put a lot of your skilled people out there, pin the ball down, and coaches are starting to do that now.
And that's changing all the way up in college and the pros. The best athletes are out on the field on special teams, especially kickoff returns and kickoffs. Tyree set the kick. Nice kick to the right side. Taken at the 9. He breaks it back up the middle. He's across the 20. Knocked back. He was across the 20 and knocked back to the 19.
he made that tackle. Number 10, who was that?
Josh Dickens, the sophomore, is the one that got down there and made that tackle. That right there was a perfect key of staying in your lanes. It did a much better job. the receiver, the running back for Hillsboro was trying to juke and to jive. London stayed in their position, was able to make good contact and bring him down.
And Martin, you'll find out that Josh will get a lot of play here because that's his nephew.
Yeah, I seen him play all the way through, so.
We got to have fun, man. Keep it fun.
Just like McNeil won the Heisman last
Yeah,
year, right?
right. Gary.
Hillsboro set up man to each side. Whoa! Nice.
Hello.
Defensive play. That was one of those plays you almost think London knew what they were calling.
James Young, 295 pounds, buried him right there.
Somebody got to go down and hit you. That's
fine.
Okay.
See that tanker coming after
No wonder. I thought he disappeared.
you. Yeah, he did disappear.
He did disappear.
He's almost big as you, Martin.
He went to disappear.
Oh, everybody's a comedian.
You didn't know James could move that fast, did you?
No, I didn't. Hillsboro set. They're looking to throw. Short. Out. They got about 6 yards on that play. That Hillsboro quarterback has a really good arm on him. He's not scared to throw, and he throws the out passes, the outs and the ends. He throws them really good.
I tell you what I did see there, Doug, Martin, was a situation where that tackle was made. If that fellow that made the tackle had not been able to hold on, the other linebacker had already slid by him.
He was gone.
He had open field. The other linebacker has to, take a better pursuit to be sure he's
Yeah, you got
turned
to.
out to work better.
London set up 7 men on the line of scrimmage. They're looking to throw again.
Good
Nothing
coverage.
doing.
I tell you, give that credit right there. Not because I'm partial, but he was looking at Josh Dickens, man.
That
We
tackle
all
was
seen
made
it
by
right here.
Jerry McNeil, I keep wanting to tell you.
Yeah, he was looking at Josh's man out here on the far side. Josh had excellent coverage, was waiting to make a pick. Quarterback had to take the ball down and take the sack.
That was one of those what you call the secondary made that sack. on that
Coverage
play.
sack.
Coverage sack. Yeah, they got the sack on that play.
But you got to give McNeil credit. He actually put the hands on it.
But I'm happy to see the young man finally come alive because he's got the potential. Just got to
Now, fellas, remember, there's no I in team.
Right.
But there is an M and an E, though, so I'm sorry. It's a
Short
short
punt.
punt. Short punt. You got to be careful on these. It's going to fall dead at about the 40.
There's something you guys are talking about
46-yard line.
about the last game or playing. You want to iterate on that? Maybe bring Doug in on it.
A lot of, we were talking earlier today about, they're opening up a new stadium, but you got a lot of seniors here, and this is the last game they'll play in this new stadium, and this is their last season here, and they get to play here, and a lot of guys, when you get out of school, you kind of look back and did I play as hard as I can? And one of the things after this play, I'll tell you what our coach did to us when we were playing and watching game film. Dodmeyer looking deep. Oh, tight coverage right there. It was good coverage. But
Wheeler ran the same post pattern right there, just overthrown by about 2 yards.
real quick, a football game, when you do it from play to play, an actual football game lasts about 8 minutes, and our coach asked us, if you can't play hard for 8 minutes, then why are you out here? And I just wanted to convey to the guys, just stay out there and just, stay healthy, but play as hard as you can, because you'll look back on this and it's gone quickly.
It goes quick, and the years after it go quick too, as Gary can tell you.
Hey, yeah. That was good. That was good.
Fullback carried the ball there for about a 5-yard gain. Willard, he's the one that broke the one for 48 yards earlier. This time he only picks up 5. Working on a pretty good average though.
Yeah, London's setting up a really good running game here.
I'm the only one up here with black hair that I never talk about.
Well, anybody can buy a wig, Gary, so that ain't saying much. London's back in that power I. And Hillsboro's got to be thinking they're going to have to do something to stop this run. That's a trap up the middle. Oh, my goodness. Nice run. London's down to the 24-yard line.
Josh Dickens, 25 yards on that play.
That was nice.
Inside trap, handed to the wing back, followed his guard right through there. That nice kick out block. If the one receiver could have got a block on that cornerback downfield, he probably would have been gone the whole way.
Execution is the key, and that was a well-executed play by London.
One thing I was looking at, he tried to split those two defenders down there, and he just about did it.
Yes, he did.
That, sometimes you don't teach that.
London set back up and lined on a great job. They go off the right side, and right there, I think Hillsboro, they had the line of scrimmage stacked on that play, and I believe they're going to get determined to stop the rush a little bit here because London's running all over them.
Well, that's one of those cases there where the offensive line for the Raiders, I think, took that play off because it didn't look like there was any blocking effort made. Maybe just the stunts for Hillsboro was going to the right direction, but it was a nice play there defensively. Carl's got a nice shot of the cheerleaders there. We've seen them working hard in this heat down there tonight. It was 90 degrees at game time.
Oh, it's not much cooler now because I'm sweating to the oldies, and Gary over here, I thought he looked like he's going to pass out.
Oh!
He's got a man open.
Oh, he got it!
Touchdown!
Touchdown!
How about that for
I believe that was Josh Dickens with a
Wheeler was the
Wheeler.
reception.
That was a tremendous catch by Wheeler.
That pass
That
kind
was
of floated
nice.
a little bit. It could have went either way on that one.
That's what we talked about before with Wheeler's. He's a great athlete. Anytime he's around the ball, can go up and get it. He will. He does a nice job. Great hands. Give the quarterback credit. He laid the ball out there where the defender could not get it. The only person that could catch it was Wheeler.
Watching the films from the last week's game, I was like, Wheeler's kind of like an I.E. Randy Moss. Just throw it up to him, just let him get it.
That's right. That's another trivia question. That was the first pass touchdown scored in Bola Stadium. Extra point is good by the freshman. He's got 2 points tonight.
London must be buttered because they're on a roll. It's 14-0. 3:30 to go here in the first quarter. And Hillsboro's in a little bit of trouble.
Hillsboro needs to regroup. London came out here. I bet they had a hard week of practice, even after they came off a win, because, and I'm sure Gary will back me up on it, they look a lot more disciplined out here tonight. They're getting into their blocks, which they did last week, but the difference is they're sustaining it. They're driving through their blocks, staying with the guy that they're blocking. Last week it seemed like they got into him and got away from him. This week it's a little bit different. Running backs are hitting the holes quick and crisp, pumping the legs, and we can see 14-0. That's a pretty good effort so far.
Not trying to forecast the future, but it's good to see London, they're up by 14 points. Maybe if they can keep it going, you can get some of these younger players into the game, and that's how you build for next year. You got to use some games like this. If you get the chance to use these scrimmage games for your younger players so you can build on the next season.
And they got a lot of freshmen dressed out here tonight for this home game. It'd be nice to see some of them get in. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, though. We have 2.5 quarters, and then we'll determine if we're ahead enough and stick them in.
Just so happy I can't help it.
Yeah.
You want to give a prediction? I know you made a few when you was here before.
Hey, I did pretty good when I was here
you
before.
stunk.
I did pretty good. They call me the stinking genius. So short kick to the left side. Oh, London did another good job of staying in the lanes and not allowing the big return. Kick was kind of short, but London did all right on the coverage.
He only got about 7-8 yards after he made the catch. The coverage was excellent getting down there.
Castle made that tackle there.
London's defense coming in. Didn't get a chance to rest very long because that last scoring drive for London didn't take too long.
They can be kind of rough in this heat out there. Even though it's starting to get a little dark, it is very, very hot. And you got the helmet, the shoulder pads, all the equipment on. You got to add about 15 to 20 degrees to the players. Timeout.
Yeah, go ahead and go down. Mark just did.
Man, that's what he's doing. Oh, wow, yeah.
Okay, we're back up.
We're back. London's in looks like a 5-2 defense. Hillsboro got 3 wide receivers out. They're looking to throw. Oh, nice.
Nice shot there by number 10, Josh Dickens. You know, in that situation, if you're Hillsboro's receiver, you might as well catch the ball because you're going to take the hit anyhow. However, he felt Josh's footsteps coming up and just laid him out.
Well, if he caught that ball, he might have been losing it real quick, but that was a nice hit put on by Josh. He was waiting. That was really nice.
That's the kind of excitement we need to stir things up here for these fans who came out here this evening.
I tell you what, it looks like they're still coming in. They're standing all the way around on the London side, and I tell you what, that's really wonderful to see. We got a flag on the play. It's going to be on Hillsboro.
We're talking about this place will seat 5,000.
It'll seat 5,000 people. We need to fill it up and start a new tradition here in London. I believe it was an illegal procedure
Quick shot of fans, Carl, while we're picking up.
on Hillsboro. I believe that's our first flag of the game.
That is the first flag of the game. That's, you know, when you have 2 quick touchdowns scored against you, you'll have those mental mistakes.
Yep.
Looked like what they were trying to run there was a quick slant. They went ahead and threw the ball. That kind of gives London a heads up of what to watch for.
Hillsboro looks like their game plan coming in was to mix it up a whole lot, but they've passed so much. But being down 14 points, they're going to almost have to keep passing the ball, trying to get back in the game. They got 2 receivers split out to each side again. And they're nothing doing on that run right there. Maybe, I think he just got back to the line of scrimmage.
That was a nice play there by the defensive tackle, number 79 for the Raiders. Came through, kept his ground right there, and took the little running back down to the ground. That's the way to go. You know, started out 1st and 10. Right now, after a penalty and a nice defensive play right there, we're looking at 3rd and 16, 3rd and 17.
They got 3 receivers to this side. This could be a big defensive play for London. They could really just help get even closer to salting this game away. Quarterback, he's rolling out to the right side. He's got a man wide open. Oh my! That receiver was open by 10 or 15 yards.
There was a mix-up over here by the secondary on London. The safety got sucked up on this little out pattern. Was trying to, I don't know if he was reading the quarterback's eyes or what, but he got sucked up. The receiver on the far outside just ran a fly pattern, was wide open. I know all of his hearts stopped there for a minute because it seemed like that ball just hung up there for a long time. Overthrown pass. We lucked that one out.
Yeah, that was almost too good to be true. He was wide open.
Looks like London's going to get the ball back in pretty good field position. We have Wheeler and Dickens back at about the 33-yard line to receive the punt.
That's a dangerous combination right there. It kicks up. It's a short punt. Dickens has the ball. Whoa! He refuses to go down. He ran up a couple yards, got knocked back, but got right back up to where he was, about the 45-yard line. They're going to mark him at the 44.
Well, we've seen some exciting offense from the London the first couple of series. The punter hasn't gotten any action out here for the Raiders tonight. Need to see another nice drive. It's one of those games where you can work on some of the plays and really go out and execute well.
London set back up. They're still in the power eye. I wouldn't get out of it either the way it's working. That line of scrimmage is stacked for Hillsboro. It's a pass, just pass right out to the right side to Josh Dickens. He made a sweet move there, getting away from the first defender. It almost looked like it was a lateral, but it was just in front of the quarterback. It wasn't a lateral in case he did drop the ball. But still, he got 3 yards on the play and a great move there.
That was a nice play there by the defense of Hillsboro to get out there. That play was very effective for London last week. I'm sure Hillsboro seen it, worked on it this week from their films, and they were able to cover it quite nicely.
London's just across the 45 to the 46. They're going to go right back up the middle. He breaks it to the left side. He's at the 40, the 35, and he is brought down. That was B.J. Laney, brought down at the 45, or the 35-yard line, I'm sorry. That was a nice run off tackle there.
Nice run, but also give credit to that line because for the first 10 or 15 yards he was running the ball, he didn't have anybody around him. He made a couple nice moves on this far side here. One stiff arm and one he just ran through the tackle. He picked up about 26 yards on that play.
That was a nice run. London with they're hitting close, if not over 100 yards rushing already in this ball game, and we're still with 1:25 to go in the first quarter.
Inside handoff.
Inside handoff to the fullback. Willard right back up the middle, gain of 6 yards on that play, and London is just, this running game is incredible.
Well, one thing we've noticed tonight, if you can run the ball effectively, it also opens up the pass. don't be surprised if London goes to that here. Wheeler did a nice job there. Quick inside handoff to the fullback. Carried it for a nice 6 yards.
If they can isolate Wheeler one-on-one, I tell you what, the DB's in trouble. Right back to the inside handoff, and I think he just got back to the line of scrimmage on that one.
Linebacker did a nice job coming up, filling a hole for Hillsboro. Inside handoff, Willard, quick dive play, and just nailed him right at the line of scrimmage. We're not going to give him anything on that.
On those 2nd and 3rd down, Hillsboro now is just sending everybody up through the holes, trying to stop that run game. The linebackers, they hit them holes right now unless it's 1st down.
I think their first priority now, they have no choice but to try and stop the run now.
Wake up, Gary. We got McNeil playing I-back now.
And it's going to go. Oh! The pass was intended for Wheeler, and it was out in front of him a little bit, but he made a good dive going for the ball, but he was open.
I can add something to that since you mentioned McNeil playing I-back. He had 217 yards and 2 touchdowns against this team last year.
Oh.
But it was in a losing effort, but it's still heavily accomplished.
217 yards against anybody when you lose is a great effort.
Laney's back in at I-back for the Raiders.
And we got 4th down and 5 for London. It goes to Laney. He's going for the 1st down. He's got the 1st down. Breaks another touchdown. Touchdown. Laney scores.
Hillsboro right now just on tackling. They're just trying to arm tackling, and Wheeler and Wheeler just ain't coming down with some arms. They're gonna wrap up, put the helmet in there. This is gonna be a long game for them.
Laney, Wheeler, we could have, by the end of this game, we could have 3 backs over 100 yards.
Well, we got right now Laney, 5 carries, 76 yards. That one there went 30 yards for the touchdown. Everybody in the stadium was probably looking for a pass play. Nice call there by the coaching staff in London. Ran a draw play. The running back's been very effective and took it 30 yards for the TD. Sean Myers ready for the extra point.
The kick's up, and guess what? The kick is good. London jumped out to a commanding 21-0 lead. We only have 0.4 seconds to go in the 1st quarter.
Not a bad 1st quarter, Martin.
No. The way it's going, if this was a fight, they'd stop it.
We're down to 4/10 of a second, right?
Yeah.
How about that scoreboard shot? Thank you, Carl. Good scoreboard shot. We're still in the 1st quarter.
1st quarter.
Well, the time stops every time they score a touchdown.
See, here's another thing. We've always been a thorn in Hillsboro's side.
Right.
We've met them in the playoffs 2 or 3 times and knocked them out. And then we had a couple bad years, and we did beat them one of those bad years. And but now we're back. London is very well could be back with 8 teams going to the playoff this year. Lord knows what can happen. We might be back. This big stadium, why could you not play a more stronger with a stadium like this?
And they will, London, if I'm correct, they will be hosting some playoff games here.
You know, we're used to playing for 50, 60 people in the past year or two. Like Doug said, 3 wins in 2 years.
Yeah.
1 win last year. We already passed, tied that this year. How about that?
Big Tyree ready to kick. His leg might be getting tired out there. This is 4th kick in the 1st quarter.
And it's one of his better kicks. Takes it about the 15. They bring it. He tries to go to the left side. London, they need this practice, though. Special teams is always good practice, especially in a game situation. London staying in their lanes again and not allowing the big play. In high school games, that's especially important is just you can't allow the big play.
Well, that's what we seen last week. The big play almost killed them last week. This week they came out there executing much better. I haven't seen the arm tackles of what they had last week, you know, just throwing the arms at the guys. This week they seem to be getting into the ball carriers, bringing them down. Offense, you know, your best defense is a good offense, and we see that out here today. You
A lot of the guys running around here with
see what happens when you score a few touchdowns?
and scare everybody.
Coach Emmons might be taking it.
Right? Yeah.
I hope not.
Hillsboro's going to take over at their own 31-yard line, starting the 2nd quarter. They're going to have to do something. They're looking to pass again. He's under
Nice
pressure.
pressure.
Looking to throw. he did the right thing by throwing that out of bounds.
They didn't have much of a choice right there. It looked like his intended receiver was number 12 for Hillsboro. Give credit to the big defensive tackle, number 79, and also number 36, I believe, is Dusty Jones. Came in there, made a nice play, wasn't able to let the quarterback get set and really throw the ball.
They're starting to put the pressure on them now. London's almost to the point where they can just strap their wings on and just go after them. But they're going to have to keep throwing the ball to try to get back in this ball game. 3 receivers out again. London's going to be rushing 5. They tried to bring it right back up the middle. Tremendous defensive line play.
Didn't fool anybody on that one. You know, you put 3 receivers out there, hoping that people think you're going to throw the ball. Give it to your running back. Defensive line did a great job staying at home, made a nice play there. Sometimes what will happen is if you're expecting a pass, your lineman will be rushing the quarterback so hard that the running back will go right by him. Defense did a good job staying awake, being prepared.
Hillsboro's going to almost have to, they're going to have to mount something. It's not too late for them to get back in the game, but they're going to have to mount something, and mount something soon.
Hard to believe we still have 3 quarters to play here.
No. He's looking to pass, he's rolling out, and he's sacked for that was about a 4-yard loss. He's going to go down, and it's going to be 4th down now, and they're going to have to punt. London's going to be getting the ball again, and
nice defensive play there by big James Young came through there. London's going to have great field position. Get the ball back. This could be what a better way to kick off the new stadium than to come out here and execute offensively so well. Looks like Josh Dickens and Brian Willer be back to receive the punt for the Red Raiders. I take that back. It looks like just Willer will be back to receive the punt.
Just one.
A little return right going on here.
Nope.
Short, straight up. Get out of the way.
50-yard kick.
London's going to take over at Hillsboro's 40-yard line. That was about a 10-yard kick.
Yeah, they had about 10, 11-yard punt on that. That definitely a troublesome punt. Looked like he got the ball up high on his ankle when he tried to punt that. London, great field position, 40 yards for another 6 points.
Besides that first kickoff, Hillsboro's special team's been killing them this game.
Yeah. Haven't been producing, and London is they're just like a steamroller. They're just rolling it down the field.
You take the seniors on this team, when they were freshmen and sophomores, they were dubbed the comeback kids. They would get down, but they'd always come back win.
Well, they're not coming back this game.
And they're out front.
Dodmeyer under pressure. The ball was tipped as he rolled out to the near side. Lucky that wasn't picked off. That's kind of dangerous. Rolling out like that, get the ball picked off. The next thing you know, it could be a different ball game.
That's one of those drills that defensive backs run every day in practice, a tip drill. London's quarterback, Dodmeyer, was rolling out, did a good job of eluding the initial rush. However, he threw the ball just a little low. Defender made a nice play to tip it, and almost hung up long enough for interception.
London with a shot here. Great field position. It's going to be 2nd and 10. Great field position with a chance to go up by 4 touchdowns.
Yep.
Little counter play there. That's Josh. That's a 1st down. He got about 15 yards on that play.
That was the same play we seen earlier that went for 25 yards. Josh came in. It was a trap play, backside trap. Josh got the ball. He knows what to do after he has the ball. He can definitely run. He's ran the ball twice for 40 yards, and it's the same play both times.
I'll tell you what, it's been a long time since I've been back to London, but from the teams that I remember, these guys are playing tonight. They're playing execution football. They're playing hard, and they're playing really, really well tonight. And I'm just glad to see that.
What do you think about that, Darby?
Sounds good.
It's a little flip to the near side. That was a good defensive play. Really good defensive play.
Tried to run a sweep to the wide side of the field. Number 33 got in there. Zug.
Robert Zug.
Made a nice play. You know, if he didn't get him, Laney could have broke the corner. Made a nice tackle around the ankles and brought him down for about a 5-yard loss.
Mark that.
Yeah, they brought him down for 5-yard loss, and Laney was upset he got brought down that play.
That Josh Dickens, Mark's only a sophomore.
He's only a sophomore. I got one thing to say about that. Oh my. Kids got a bright future here in London. They're looking deep.
Andre.
Oh, what a grab! That ball was thrown in between two defenders and brought down by Andre. That was a great catch.
That was a real nice catch. Andre was running an out pattern. Two receivers on him. The ball hung up there, and the biggest hands came down with that one.
Wow, that was really nice. He hung with it. At first, I was thinking maybe he should just knock it down, but he jumped up around between, just grabbed it from him.
Mark, Andre's arms are bigger than his legs. You know that?
He's a hoss. I wouldn't want to meet him in a dark alley. London set up in the power eye, looking to throw. Oh! Ouch! That was picked off by Hillsboro at the 1, brought back to about the 5-yard line.
Looked like they tried to run a quick slant there. Intended receiver was Wheeler. Ball was overthrown a little bit. The safety who was playing behind Wheeler, Richard Rickman, I believe his name was just kind of hung back there and the ball hit him right in the belly.
Right place at the right time.
The only problem he did is he came out of the end zone. He'd been better off to take a knee.
He did. I didn't think he saw him come out of the end zone in high school ball.
If you intercept it, you can. You can bring it out. That was back when they used the sundial when you played, Gary. They changed that rule.
Very well. Very good.
London on their, Hillsboro on their own 5. Uh-oh. They broke that over the right side. The lights are on now here at Jim Bolas Field. Vision's getting a little bit better. They broke that over the right side for a first down. That was a nice run there. Sign of life for a Hillsboro there.
Tailback did a good job following his blockers. London just wasn't there to close the gap. 12 yards on that play. One of the better plays that Hillsboro's had tonight.
Longest run play, I think, so far, isn't it?
Pardon me?
That's the longest run play so far.
Yeah, I think that was, they might have had one earlier in the game, a long run play, but that's their first sign of life in over a quarter.
Well, that's the first time defensively that Hillsboro stopped London tonight. Happened to be an interception inside the end zone to stop him, but nevertheless, it does not matter. Hillsboro's got the ball about the 16-yard line marching back.
That's kind of like this last week against Kitten Ridge. Just get down in the red zone and we'd have problems.
Turnovers and not scoring in the red zone can kill you. Hillsboro really needs to mount something now. And there they go back to the running game. They go over the left side this time. He's breaking tackles. He's across the 20 to about the 24-yard line they're going to give him.
Laney finally brought him down.
Laney there on the tackle. Gain of about 5 yards on the play.
Laney did a nice job coming up and making that tackle. That play was blocked very effectively at the line of scrimmage, which allowed that running back to get out, and the first man to touch him was a cornerback.
Hillsboro really starting to show some signs of life now. Going back to the running game. They've been trying passing, but it's not working. Now they got 2 men in the backfield now. They're going to the power eye, trying to mount something. The quarterback takes it right back up the middle. And he's still going. He's close to a first down.
Looked like Scott Willard, the linebacker for London, came up and put an initial hit on the quarterback, but didn't wrap his arms. The quarterback was able to spring loose and gain another 3 or 4 yards. Actually picked up a first down on that, and it's been a long time since Hillsboro's had a first down.
And they're just, it looks like they're settling down a little bit. They may be changing their game plan, which is not a bad idea. They're going to have to do something to offset. They need to keep the London offense off the field for a while.
That's true. Gives your defense a break. Also, they went to having a fullback in the backfield. That's giving them one extra blocker going through the hole, and that could be what it takes to spring a guy.
And they going back to the running game off the right side this time. London was there this time, only for a gain of only 2 yards on that play.
295-pound James Young for the Raiders came up, filled the hole, brought the running back down. Nice play there by London.
London has tremendous. I'm really impressed with their team speed, and I think what a lot of teams need to focus on now is just, you can have a fast guy here and there, but what kind of total team speed do you have? In London, they have some pretty quick guys in the ball club, big and small. They're back in the pro eye again, changing their game plan around a little bit, trying to mount something. There's a little pass. It's complete. He was one play away from going all the way.
play like that we hate to see happen. Just a quick pass to the receiver out here, and then he ran after it like a quick slant. Ran about 8 yards after he caught the ball. Yeah, like you say, if he would have got by Willard right there, it'd have been 6 points.
Yeah, Willard made a great tackle there. He was gone.
London wants to make sure, you know, they don't have that big cushion 5 or 6 touchdown lead.
Yeah.
They don't want to get their heads too far out of the ball
Right.
game. You still need to go out and execute, or this team can come back.
We're back in the power eye once again. The London players trying to get this side up.
Big Andre was there to hold him up.
Nothing doing.
Andre held him up, and I believe Willard came in to put the damaging blow on the running back for Hillsboro.
Well, there's somebody named Andre the Giant.
Yeah.
You reckon he's come back from the Ivy again?
He's Andre. That's a powerful name, and you got a powerful Andre Tyree is a powerful player. He's got a lot of power, and he's playing great on both sides of the ball tonight.
And it's warm out here for guys playing both sides of the ball. It is warm down there. Got to give them credit. They've been out on the field. It was a long first quarter for us. Just think about those guys down there in 90-degree weather.
With all this running, this quarter's going a little bit quicker. There's another pass to the right side. He breaks a tackle. He's got the first down. He's down to the 20.
Oh, Tyree! The biggest man on the field makes the touchdown.
He puts the Nikes on and runs him down.
Well,
Just do it.
That right there, Hillsboro had a nice pass pattern right there. Had the receiver was open, threw the ball. Josh Dickens was a defender. Sophomore mistake. He didn't wrap when he went for the tackle. The receiver got loose, sprinted upfield. Good thing Tyree had some speed and was able to get up there.
Now something.
If they're smart, they'll go right back at that side. Tyree's got to be tired.
They got a shot, but developing something now. Their defense is getting some rest, and they're driving the balls, which what they need to do. And they're going over the right side. Nothing doing.
Dusty Jones come through. Looked like on a blitz from the outside. Came through, made a nice play for. Oh, never stopped him for negative. They say he got back to the line of scrimmage, but good job by Dusty Jones.
Hillsboro seems to be struggling. They're trying to mount some type of running game, having limited success. But I think they're going to have to just stick with the passing game because that's where they're getting a chunk of their yardage. They got a man split to each side. Little wing back over here to the near side. And they're looking at the balls on the ground. Looks like Hillsboro recovered their own fumble. Little mishaps like that can really kill a drive now. That makes it third down. They lost 4 or 5 yards on that play, so now it's third down and 13. Third down and 11.
That play wasn't pretty, but it's just as effective as a nice blitz and a sack right there. Lost it down. They also get the two yards loss. Looks like a definite passing situation from a team that likes to throw the ball.
London's loading up. It looks like we might have some type of blitz package coming from London to put the pressure on that quarterback. Obvious passing down for Hillsboro. Man in motion. It looked like that was a planned quarterback draw there, and London was all over that. They sent the running back in motion and just left the quarterback to fend for himself.
Johnson for the Raiders, number 79, is having an outstanding game defensively. We've called his name several times tonight. You know, it's important for London to be successful on that side of the ball as the big tackles have to do their job down front. And he's obviously doing that tonight.
This defensive line is doing a great job.
So you get 3 touchdowns in 1 quarter. We got people taking off their shirts down here, Martin.
Gary, whatever you do, please don't take off your shirt.
You be doing the game by yourself.
They think Hulk Hogan was in the house.
He's looking to pass, and he's down. London's going to take over on downs, and I tell you what, that was a nice defensive stand there.
When it came crunch time, when they got down into the red zone, London got a little bit more serious about playing defense. They made the plays they had to, held them right there. Also, what hurt on that series was that fumbled snap. You know, that's a down right out of there. That hurt Hillsboro, stalled their nice drive that they had going.
London taking over on downs at the 25-yard line, and I'll tell you what, this is an impressive defensive and offensive team for London. They're just dominating on both sides of the ball. They're going to run it right back up the middle.
Hold on the ball.
He was getting swung around by the ball.
That's arm.
DJ Laney is he's having a tremendous night.
Looked like a little bit of square dancing going on out there. Very impressive, though. Each time he came around, he was still trying to pump his legs going forward, getting positive yardage. What'd you give him on that one, Martin?
He's got about, they were at the 25. He got about 12 yards on that play for another first down. And
That hurt you.
we had about 4 guys in motion on that play before the snap of the ball.
A little over anxious.
Yeah, we could pin that on about 3 or 4 people. But
Now, I think that was still illegal when you played, wasn't it?
Center
Gary?
forgot to snap the ball, Mark.
Huh?
Center forgot to snap the ball.
Center forgot to
That's
snap the ball. I think you're right. That's why everybody moved. And
There was only one guy offsides, and it was the center.
yeah.
We'll have to have a talk next meeting.
You know, we spoke about Laney's running attack here tonight. We got him at 83 yards on 7 carries. That's a pretty good job. That's about 11.3 yards per carry.
Now that's a good night. That is a good night. London.
We're not even in the second half yet.
It's going to be first and looks almost first and 15 here. And now we're looking to throw.
Pressure.
Oh, ball's on the ground. Who has it? Who has it? Who has
I
it?
believe London came back to pick up the ball. One of the fundamental mistakes.
Hillsboro's taken over.
Hillsboro got it. One of the mistakes right there for London is he reached down to try to pick up the ball. You know, from day one to 2-a-days, I'm sure London's coaching staff says if the ball's on the ground, you better be diving for it.
Fall on it.
That right there, they'll watch that in film studies, and I'm sure someone will be pointed out.
I mean, you want to win, but sometimes you can't always be a hero. Just get the ball back. Well, Hillsboro has the ball back and a chance to do something here before the end of the half. And they really, really need a score before they go into the half.
2 minutes, 39 seconds left till halftime.
They're going back to the run off the right side. Looks like he's got about 2 or 3 yards on that play. We'll wait and see where they mark it.
Andre Tyree came down from the linebacker position, made the tackle. And also, I think number 53 for the Raiders was down there.
I think they're right in about the same position they was before we took the ball away from them the last time we held them.
You're correct. And I think, you know, you don't want to have to use all your gimmick plays early, but they're going to have to get a score on the board before halftime to seemingly have a chance in this game. Whoa. That was a nice initial hit. Didn't wrap up, but slowed him up enough for the rest of the Red Raiders to get there.
Dusty Jones is the one that came through, made initial contact on the running back from a blitz from the outside position. If he could have brought him down, that would have been a great play. But he did get him off balance enough for London to react and make a nice tackle there. Minimal gain.
Here they come back. We got 3rd down and 7. You got 1:35 to go here in the first half. Here in London, Ohio, in this beautiful stadium, Jim Bolas Field. He's looking to throw. He's got a man across the middle. That was a nice catch.
Has a nice catch and nice throw. He has a big, tall receiver out there working on the cornerback. Inside pass pattern, threw the ball up high, where the only person that can make that catch was his tall receiver.
Quick look in pass pattern. That play goes back years and years and years.
It's good coverage, too. There's no way you could have played that any better without getting a penalty.
Right. Larry should know about that. Gary should know about that pass. He was playing. He was playing when the forward pass was invented.
I was watching.
He was watching when the forward pass was invented.
Another fumble snap. So the legal procedure.
Legal procedure. And there's the penalties, the fumble, the penalties like that, then just they'll kill you.
You know, the
every
first
time.
quarter was pretty clean. I don't think we had a flag actually thrown in the first quarter. Second quarter, you know, the guys are getting a little bit tired out here. It is warm tonight, and they're starting to make a few mistakes. Of course, being down 3 touchdowns, well, you'll have those mistakes too.
Now, the London teams I remember in the past when I was first started doing the games, kind of an anxious team, and they made some mistakes and a lot of penalties. But this team tonight, I mean, London's they've had 1 penalty called on tonight, and you keep playing mistake-free ball like that, not fumbling the ball, you're going to win most of your ball games. They're looking to
Nice
pass.
pressure.
Oh, wow.
Who was that?
Who was that sack?
Number 21, Andre Tyree came
Andre
through.
Tyree with a big defensive night.
You know, that's a couple things to hurt you. Jumping off sides definitely hurt him back in that 5 yards. Allowed London just pin their ears back and come at you. And anytime Andre comes at you full go, you better watch out.
Yeah, he had it. I think he was untouched, wasn't he?
Pretty much. Timeout.
A whole lot. 2nd down and 22 for Hillsboro, and you don't like to be in situations like this.
And he's under pressure.
Under pressure. He throws it up. He's got a man open. That was real close to being 6.
You know, Wheeler was the one back deep on that play, and he did a good job defensively being there, but it looked like he thought the ball was going to be underthrown because he actually stopped and then had to hustle back to knock the ball down. Almost cost him 6 points right there.
Yeah, that throw was pretty much, it was right on the money. It almost looks like it hit in his hands. He just dropped the ball.
I think one of the things London's, one thing that's helping London out, you got to remember, not only do they have Coach Dobmeyer out here tonight, but also Bolus is in the house. And from what I hear, he was a pretty strict coach, so, you know, a lot of eyes are on these guys out here for execution.
Well, maybe he gave them a little pep talk before the game and put some inspiration in these boys because they're playing with a lot of heart.
The coaches can't do it nowadays.
There's pressure.
Boom. Uh-oh, fumble!
Dusty Jones.
He's got it.
Up.
He's got blockers. He could, and I believe he will. Go! Oh, go! Way! Touchdown, London.
Scott Willard knocked that ball out of that quarterback's hands on that one, Mark.
That was a tremendous play. Now that was one of those situations you want to throw him the ball, but that was like giving candy to a baby right there.
That sure was. Dusty Jones has been around the ball all night. That time it paid off. He was able to pick it up, go for 6. It looked like it took it. He got a little tired running to the goal line. I didn't know if he was going to get it all out there.
He's taking oxygen on the sidelines now.
Absolutely. What an impressive start in this new stadium here at Bola Stadium. 27-0. Freshman back out. He's already got 3 kicks tonight.
I know.
His little leg's getting tired, I bet.
Look like a little train that could. I know I can. I know I can.
Well, he's getting another chance to kick. He was getting tired on that run. And that kicks up. That was pretty. That was good.
I think we got another token coming up.
That's good. I mean, the kickers, they can play close games, man. They can make the difference.
Myers is 4-4 tonight, Mark.
Yep.
Distance on that kick, too. It's not just an extra point. He's getting a lot of distance.
He's not just chipping them through. He's showing the coaching staff that maybe you ought to dress me on a few more Friday nights and I'll be able to help you.
Or if they'll let him kick for the new car tonight.
Somebody's already been picked up.
Oh, man.
You know, that's kind of a chip shot, too. What is that, 50-yard kick?
50-yard kick.
For Tiger Woods.
You know, I was kind of worried because I seen my mom down there buying a raffle ticket, you know, and it'd be a little embarrassing her at 60 years old to go out there and try to kick a 50-yarder.
Thing is, she could do it.
She might be able to do it. I know when I was a kid, she kicked me in the rear end hard enough to kick a 50-yard field goal.
You had it coming.
Once again, Andre Tyree is going to be kicking off. What is this? His 4th time? 5th time, probably.
Yep, 5th time. He started the game. 28.7 seconds left in this first half.
And he's been kind of busy after each kick, too. You know, we've called his name a few times.
He might get an early dismissal from this game the way it's going. I think he just wanted to squib that kick. He kicked it short. They catch it at the 35. Uh-oh! Right back up the middle. We're going to have an illegal block in the back.
You don't get away from the giant.
You get by the initial line, and Andre's going to make you hurt. He's going to make you pay for.
Notice how he made that tackle. Wait till you got rubber second. Once then the hooks come out.
Andre the Giant on the tackle. But that's going to come back. That was illegal block in the back, I believe, on
and that'll go
Hillsboro.
from the spots where they'll mark that off, which is always nice.
No! It's on London. Hold it.
What do they call on that?
They called holding.
Defensive
on
holding?
London. Defensive holding on London. I must say, I've never seen that called on the kickoff before.
That's what I was going to say.
Not usually.
They're talking it over.
Usually the only time you get a defensive holding is a passing situation or something like that.
They're still out there conferring. They're talking.
Maybe the officials are getting a little tired. It's been a long first half for them also. They're marking it off.
An official.
Well, that hurts. 26 seconds to go, 19 seconds to go before halftime. London's going to have to come out. That's time for about 2 pass plays. And you know, the bad thing about this penalty is it's close enough where they can fire it in the end zone now.
They can take some shots at the end zone. We are back, and 19.6 seconds to go in Hillsboro. They're going to have to take some shots at the end zone here.
Got a prevent defense. 4 men rushing for the Raiders. Still getting pressure on him.
That was a nice play right there.
Got a block in the back for number 25 for Hillsboro. Hit Wheeler in the back right there. Looked like
that wasn't a smart. That was not a smart penalty at all.
Smart play right there.
I hate that prevent defense, especially when you've been getting that much pressure on the quarterback.
The only thing I found out, the only thing I've seen a prevent defense cost you, it prevents you from winning the game, and that's all I've ever seen from a prevent defense.
He didn't have that much pressure on him, I didn't think.
You can pretty much do the same thing, be effective with your regular defense by just telling your safeties, hey, don't let anybody get behind you. That's a big key. That's what the safety has to worry about every time he's out there on every play. When you put your extra defensive backs in there, some people start to get confused, and a lot of times you'll get burned on it.
They always think it's going to be the other guy.
If your defense wasn't getting pressure on the quarterback, we might be talking a different story. But that much pressure getting on him, man, leave it alone.
Right.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Trips right.
With 12.4 seconds to play, first down, and it's like about 9. And he's looking. He throws it to the short side. It's going to be incomplete. Too short. I don't understand why they're not taking shots at the end zone.
It looked like they wanted to try to get another 2 plays off. You know, pick up about 6-7 yards, and that guy would have went out of bounds if he'd have caught it. And then it would have been a closer, more accurate shot into the end zone. Luckily, he threw it at his feet, and the guy missed the ball. Good play there by London.
Yep. Once again, London defense staying up to the challenge. Hillsboro at London's 24.
I see a few freshmen and stuff on the sidelines licking their chops as they look at the scoreboard tonight.
I think they see some playing time in their future. And they're definitely looking at the end zone on this play. He throws it up. He's got a man there.
Whoa.
Well short of the end zone.
1.6 seconds.
1.6.
The clock's going to stop on the first down.
They're on the 10-yard line.
They're on the 10-yard line. The clock's going to stop, and they're going to have to snap it like really quick unless they call a timeout. And they're going to they're not going to get that play off.
Now, what was that there?
He was trying to stop. They got the first down. He was trying to stop the clock and gather back up and try and call a play.
But when you only have 1.6 seconds, there's no way you can spike the ball.
Not enough time.
As soon as went in and run a quick play, they had time to snap the ball.
Part of the problem is they used all their timeouts earlier and didn't have any left. Cost them 6 points.
Well, I'll tell you what, guys, it's looking great for the Red Raiders. We go in at the half. London 28, Hillsboro 0. We'll see you back in a little bit.
Stick around. We got the band coming at you.
Ready?
Halftime stat time. You guys keep stats here for me, guys? We're live.
Yeah, we got Doug Green here, and we're going to give you some halftime stats here, and a little bit of assessment of how we evaluate the first half here in the new stadium here in London, Ohio.
All I can say is what a difference a week makes. Ain't that right, Gary?
Amen.
I tell you, we came out this week, and it looked like they executed exceptionally well. Penalty-free the first quarter and played very well the second quarter also. Big rusher was Laney, 22 tailback for the Raiders. 7 carries, 83 yards. Nice start to the new home season here. Willard had some pretty good runs. His first run was 48 yards. He ended up 4 carries, 59 yards. And then Josh Dickens, who ran that same inside trap reverse type deal from the wing back. He's a sophomore, 2 carries, 40 yards. Nice job by the running attack for the Red Raiders. And when you can run the ball, that means it'll open up for the passing game.
Davenmeyer's short break. I didn't mean to cut you. We got this field goal kick we're going to try here.
Oh, okay.
So we'll pick it up real quick, and then we'll get back to you guys.
Sean Myers might want to try this. He's been cooking tonight.
If he makes this and takes the car, there will be another car here next week.
Oh, it's from the 40-yard line. I thought he was going to kick it from the 50.
It's a 50-yard kick.
Yeah.
Free kick is free.
10 yards.
No purchase
They'd lose their
required.
mind if he does.
Good luck, Shiloh.
Yeah, remember, this is not totally out of the question. You get to kick it off the kicking tee.
Oh, he's going to run. I didn't know you could do that. I thought it was a field goal.
You can do it!
It's possible they might have somebody do that. But they said field goal kick, and that wasn't a field goal kick.
Yeah.
You don't get that many steps in a field goal kick.
Well, it's not the number of
Plus, the
steps.
blockers can hold that long.
Yeah, usually you have to have somebody there holding the ball, but when you're kicking off a tee, you can get a little bit more distance.
Okay, go back, Doug. We'll go back to what we were doing.
All right. Quarterback Dabmeyer for the Raiders did a nice job there the first half. Like I said before, when you can rush the ball, that'll open up the passing game. He's completed 3 of 7. Got him 3 of 7 for 43 yards. I mean, that's not a ton of yards, but that's enough to be effective. Obviously, by the scoreboard, they played pretty well. Main receivers, Josh Dickens and also Wheeler, who made a great catch going up over the defender and brought in the ball. Andre Tyree did the same.
The first half was a great first half for London. The way I see it, from what I saw from London, was excellence in execution. They executed the trap plays, the running plays, the passing plays are getting there. The defense is executing very, very well. A couple of times they bend a little bit, but they never did break. And, I mean, that's all part of football. Darby, how did you see the first half?
This is how you open up first game of the season. You come out and totally dominate a team, and they've done everything right. From offense, from defense, from special teams. Besides, they had two kickoffs that broke down on them, and the one there was at the end of the game, and it seemed like London was getting a little bit tired. It was a little bit warm starting the game. The second half's now a little bit cool. You know what I'm saying? I think they got their second win. They're going to come back out, and I'm looking for a second half like the first half.
You know what's going to test them most of all here? We've seen that they physically have dominated out on the field, but now it becomes a mental game. You're up by, 4 touchdowns. It's a mental game when they go out there now. Mentally, they have to be ready to start the second half and dominate again. So we're getting to test all of the football factors here.
So what you want to say is you're going to want to come out too cocky, saying we can just run over this team, and all of a sudden you lose. Chemistry goes bad on you, and you're just out of it. Well, very good, guys, and let's take a little break, and we'll be back here in just a few seconds.
26 seconds. We are ready to roll. The Raiders get the ball first.
Okay, guys, you can go ahead and wrap whatever you want.
All right, London getting ready to start this second half. While we got a little bit of time, I would just like to thank Gary and Carl for inviting me back. I haven't got to do this for several years, and I just want to thank them for inviting me back. And people, I tell you what, I was here earlier today out in 90-degree weather helping these guys move all this stuff up into this booth. And they go through a lot of work to do these games and get it put on the air, and the cameraman up on top, weathering the elements. Even though it's not real bad tonight, it will get bad later in the season, and he'll be up there week in, week out. And I don't know who's out there, who has what or who does what, but it seems like somebody could put together a little bit of support for these guys and try to help them out. And let's keep this going, because I know the fans like it. Everybody, talking about tapes. Everybody wants to get a tape and see it on TV. And they're going to need help to keep making this possible. Man, they got a lot of money spent on equipment and things up here. And they were down here at 4 o'clock today, setting up in the sun, making sure everything was ready to go so this taping could go off. So if somebody's out there, if you want to volunteer time, money, anything, just talk to them.
Even tapes.
Even tapes.
Or somebody run a camera. It'd been nice, but to be able to have another camera person run the camera down in front, and we get a shot of this humongous crowd we got, because I don't know if we can get this type of crowd again.
Right.
For a while, but if this team keeps winning,
we can keep it growing.
Well, they definitely put on a performance out here in the first quarter that deserves an encore, a repeat, for the crowd to come back out. And that's exactly what they need. That's just what the doctor ordered for these guys coming in.
This is great to open up his stadium, and guys, there's all different kinds of ways you can support it.
We went through the first half punt-free, I believe, for the Raiders.
I believe you have some people you want to say hi to, Martin, while you're here.
I want to say hi to all my friends back in Knoxville, Tennessee, home of the national championship, Tennessee Vols. The national champions, London fumbles the kickoff there, but they retained the ball. I want to say hi to all my buddies at Laser Quest for working hard for me and allowing me to make it here to do this game. And just hi to my wife and all my friends in Knoxville. Just thank you guys very much.
I'm sure they'll see this game.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you forgot to say hi, Mom, and that's usually the general term that you do when you're on the TV. But Josh Dickens is the one that caught that ball from about the 17-yard line. Actually got nailed on the play. Davenmart's ready for a good second half.
London takes over at the 18. Oh, nice swing pass. That was beautiful.
Willard was the receiver out there. That's a fullback out there on the little flat pattern.
I just got that. Willard Scott. Scott Willard Scott.
Don't be going over any birthdays here. We'll be all right.
The guy on the...
Just wasn't funny.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Wasn't any better a second time around. Either, was it?
Oh, London sets up at their own 32. They're going back up. They're going over the right side. First it was going up the middle, and then he bounced it out over the right side. They're going to give him a couple of yards on the play.
Laney come out. Looks like he's banged up a little bit.
Yeah.
Running a power play to the short side of the field. Hillsboro's refreshed. Came out here hitting, banging helmets. A lot of good defensive play right there. Start out the second half.
The warm-up is very important, and I hope it's not a case where he didn't warm up good enough to start the second half.
I think he took a finger in the eye the way he's bending down there, and that's pretty painful.
Not too much doing there. Gain of about 2 or 3 on the play. Let's give him 3, and let's make it 3rd and 5.
McNeil's the one that carried that ball for 3 yards. Came in. Really, there wasn't much to do. He just kind of got behind the blocker and pushed his way for 3.
Third down and about 5 yards to go. London, this is the first offensive series in the second half. They're still in the power I. Slot to the right. That was another counter play. The blocking just was not there. He barely got back to the line of scrimmage. London's going to have to punt for the first time of the game. Even though they're up 4 touchdowns, you still can't take things for granted.
That's right. It's like you were saying when you first come back out, your mindset's got to be right for this too. You may look too easy in the first half.
Hillsboro changed up their defense in this second half. They're putting those guys up on the line. They have to stop that run.
Who do we have punting there? We got a flag on the play. Encroachment.
Josh Inlaw.
Looks like they did a nice cadence there to try to pick up 5 yards the easy way.
Yeah.
And now, don't be surprised if they're about 1 yard short if they send the offense back out there. 4 touchdown lead, you can do that.
With the way they're running the ball, I know I would. You have a host of running backs it looks like they could use, and you just need 1 yard. And with the way they're running the ball tonight, you got to have faith that they can pick up 1.
They're going to be about a half a yard short for the first down. Here comes the offense back out.
Come. And number 21. Yeah.
I've been waiting for the famous gaggle. This guy's made the gaggle famous. I'm glad you guys did a few things before you left here. They got the first down, guys.
They're going to give them the first down. I guess it was exactly 5 yards. And I'll tell you what, that was a smart move. You see it used every now and then, but you don't see it really work a whole lot. But I'll tell you what, they pulled them off there.
Well, they just used Hillsboro's aggressiveness against them. You know, Hillsboro's trying to make some plays. They probably want to come in and try to do a pump block. They used it against them.
And they're looking to throw. He's got a man.
He's got a step.
Got him.
Oh, wow!
He almost pulled that in with one
Nearly
hand.
one-hand grab.
That was a tremendous try.
Great effort. Willard was the intended receiver out there. Simple fly pattern. We've seen it be successful before. Had a step or two. The ball was a little underthrown, but almost made a great catch there.
Tell you what, that was a tremendous stab with a one-handed grab. That Willard is one athletic kid.
Oh,
Got a small limp right there. Hopefully that's nothing.
Somebody said we had to pull it down here and don't know. Must be Martin. Stab with a one-hand grab.
Oh my goodness.
They're back, Carl. They're back.
3rd and 10. 2nd and 10, I'm sorry. 2nd and 10. London with a man split to each side. They tried to take. Oh, wow!
Oh,
That was incredible. That was incredible. That was incredible. Willard took it up the middle. He got hit initially. Looked like he was going to be hit for a loss. Broke 2 tackles right back up the middle for a gain of what, like 25, 30-yard gain?
35-yard gain on that.
35-yard gain. That was incredible.
Well, see, Willard, he's only carried the ball. I got him carrying the ball 5 times, and I think part of that, as an outstanding run, it looked like a pinball going down through there. But he didn't want Laney to get too far out in front of him, so he's popping off these big runs, 35 yards. He's carried the ball 5 times. Now he's a leading rusher with 94 yards.
Wow. We have a shot. I mean, we have a, you know, tell them what can happen. We could have 3 backs over 100 yards in this
We got a
game.
problem with the coach over there. Their coach
With the way it's going.
Right. He's giving them
Maybe he just recognized the
what for.
scoreboard.
What was the
What
problem
that
with
situation is about.
Take a small break while the referees are discussing.
Okay. We'll see what's going on there. Well,
If he's over here talking to officials, that Meyer thought he was allowed to go over.
Having a discussion on the far side.
not sure what it's about.
The Hillsboro coach
Somebody's
is
not happy, huh?
animate about something. And if I was going to be animate about anything, it was that scoreboard, like you said.
Yeah, he's one of the people out here tonight that's not admiring the new scoreboard here at Bowles Field.
Let's go down. Who's that? Delmar following the official?
They're back up to the line of scrimmage
We're
now.
back up. We're getting ready to play some ball again now. Hillsboro coach very disgruntled about something. If we find out what it was, we'll let you know. London with the man split to each side. Still talking.
Looks like Josh Dickens here on the split out to the close side, and Josh Inlow on the far side.
Double J out there. And now we're going to finally play ball. I don't know what that was all about, but if we find out, we'll let you know. And it looks like they got like 8 men on the line of scrimmage.
Option.
Little option play, fake to the fullback. Quarterback takes it around the end. That was a nice little run there. He's going to get a gain of about 4 or 5 yards on the play. Let's give him 4 on the play. It's going to be 2nd and 6.
Dobmeyer did a good job holding on the ball. Didn't want to pitch it out there. Cut it up, made a nice 5-6 yard gain.
We got 2nd down and 5 here. London just taking it straight down the field. Right, they're going to go off tackle this time. It was intended, I believe, to go up the middle. No hole. Laney had to bounce it outside, and he did his best just to make a couple yards in that play. Everybody seems to be slowing down a little bit. The intensity's not there, and the players or the fans on either side or either team. Everybody's just looks like London's trying to lull them to sleep. Maybe they can come up with a little pass play here and wake everybody back up.
Good thing about the running plays is it keeps that clock running too.
Yeah, this score is going a lot faster. And there we are, the pass play across the middle.
Got it,
Nice hit.
touchdown.
Touchdown.
Beautiful pass.
Quick slant there. Willard was the receiver. Went up high for the ball. Came down, and he's a pretty quick kid. Got in the end zone real fast. Give credit to the quarterback for placing the ball where he did, and the receiver made a nice play on it.
Pinning the extra point, it's 34-0.
That's more points than they made all year last year, I think.
Yeah, I mean,
Let's don't forget about that offensive line. They've done a great job in pass blocking and run blocking tonight.
and I tell you what, we were talking about, I mean, I was going to ask you guys if we could vote on the player of the game. I don't think we could do that. I mean, this whole team in every facet is playing very, very well. And right now, the London team is the player of the game.
Well, you know, I almost give credit to the coaching staff, too, because they had this team ready to play when they came out here. Could have easily been a lot of distraction with hundreds of people on the field and dedication to a new stadium. The team stayed focused. The coaching staff helped them stay focused, and they did a good job getting them ready to play. Came out here with a nice game plan, and then the kids executed it.
They are executing. I haven't seen a team execute like this in a long time out of London, but these kids are really focusing and bearing down and doing what they need to do to win.
Sean Myers, he's doing an incredible job coming up as a freshman. Probably didn't think he was going to be kicking as much tonight, but you know, 5 extra points. He's got 5 points. He might end up, you know, double figures before the game's over.
Maybe one of the leading scorers in the county.
He's kicked more in this game than he practices.
Well, I hope it's a good sign. I'm going to have a whole lot of kicks this year.
Guys, would it be terrible if we kicked the onside kick here?
What happened?
Would that be terrible if we kicked the onside kick here? Would that be mean?
I might be rubbing it in just a little.
Well, they did that to us down there last year.
Well, you know.
They seen they had a chance to get us down, but they
did it
put
last
to
year.
them.
It's coming.
It's a short kick. They're going to take it at about the 15. He brings it right back up the middle. It's loose.
That's arms.
Touchdown, London.
Josh Dickens.
Josh Dickens, touchdown.
Talk about throwing salt in a wound.
Wow.
Just like that.
Somebody stop the bleeding.
And the fans are up on their feet now, Mark.
Wow.
Well, you know, I was about ready to get on the first guy there for trying to pick up the ball, and then Josh came along and successfully did it and made 6 points of it. Nice play there by the kicking team, going down, popping them, still popping them hard. They've been out there 7 times, getting ready to go out there for their 8th time to kick off, and they're maintaining their intensity.
Wow.
You know, Josh Dickens, only being a sophomore, we've called his name
a lot.
He's been all over the place tonight.
Sean Myers, who hasn't got a rest all night.
And it's good again.
That's 6.
It's
6 for 6.
kickers,
42-0 now.
It might make these people forget about Tobin.
Well, I tell you what.
Your man, Darby, but
No, folks, we ain't just replaying the same kick over and over. That's 6 in a row.
Coach Dobmeyer's just handed me a note. I think they want Gary McNeil to go down and suit up.
hey, that sounds like a win.
He might even get in this game.
Hillsboro might have a chance at that.
This is a great opportunity for a lot of the younger guys to get some experience and put the younger guys in against the Hillsboro first team and let them get some good experience and prepare. You don't know what injuries may occur. We don't want any injuries to occur at all, but you never know what may happen, and you're going to need the kid to step up at some point in time during this season. And this is a good opportunity to give him some practice.
And Martin, I want to thank you for coming all the way from Tennessee to do this first game of the year. Darby, all the way from Los Angeles, California. I know the flight was long. Got here a little late, but kind of glad to have you guys back now in this new stadium.
My limo driver got lost.
That happens.
Can't find good help these days. Andre Tyrese kicking off again to the 15. He's breaking over the left side.
Josh.
Nice, Josh.
Tell you what, this Dickens kind of took it over tonight. He's kind of taking
Been
over
all
the game.
over the place.
He is playing very well tonight. Made a nice open field tackle right there. And to tell you the truth, if he would have got by Josh, he could have been in trouble.
That's another
That's what we
key of
want you to do,
staying in
tell
your
us the
lanes.
A couple people come out of their lane.
The truth, it shall set you free.
Oh, no. I thought we was free.
We are. Talking about you, Gary.
I'm in bondage. Help me, somebody.
I tell you what, I mean, an opposing coach, Hillsboro, I mean, what do? You're down 42-0. You got 7:45 to play in the third quarter, and I mean, what do you say to your players?
Well, you can start using this as a practice or a training session, trying to get back to executing your plays. Right there's a nice blocking play. Made a nice job. Blaney came up and made the tackle on the running back for Hillsboro, open field tackle. But you need to take this and use it as a training session. And also start working in some of your younger guys. Even if you're losing by 40 points, start working in your younger guys and letting them get in there, because that's your future. Obviously, the night's over. Might as well get some training out of it.
I think that would be their best bet. London looks like we still got a lot of our main players still out on the field. I guess maybe Dobmeyer will substitute them in accordingly, 1 and 2 at a time.
Yeah, but even with the score the way it's hitting, we're still looking at over 7 minutes left in the third quarter.
Right.
There was a whole gaggle on that tackle.
Finally got a gaggle, huh?
All right, a gaggle. Exactly how many was a gaggle?
I thought you first
A gaggle's a little less than a whole bunch, but a little bit more than a whole lot.
Okay.
There you have the explanation of a gaggle.
I'm gonna have to digest that one.
Or it might be the other. It might be the other way around.
It's pretty good.
I see we got Bobby Woods down there in the stands. He come back for the Bolus dedication. He used to kick for Michigan. I'd come out of London.
Whoa. A lot of people are back in town for this dedication. It's a beautiful stadium as the Hillsboro back to pass.
Trouble.
Receiver was out there. He was underthrown a little bit, and he tried to stop and jump out and get it.
Miller did a good job playing defense there. He was right there for that ball. And actually, he was the closest one to it. One person we didn't see was Dick LeBeau here tonight.
I didn't see him, but he probably
has his work cut out for him with the Bengals. They obviously have a little bit of need help sign out there.
Yeah.
Punting situation. Raiders getting the ball back.
London's going to get the ball again. High snap. Low line drive kick, and they're going to let it die at about the 28-yard line, 29-yard line. London's going to take over again. The score is 42-0.
If Hillsboro is going to work on anything, they got to work and find themselves a punt.
Yeah, I know. Early in watching them warm up, the punting didn't seem to be very bad. I even thought London might even get a chance to block a couple of punts tonight because they were very slow in their delivery in actual punting. But maybe sometimes in a game situation the pressure gets to you a little bit. But in warm-ups they look fine.
It's a little bit different when you have 8 guys coming at you.
Yeah. Dobmeyer setting up underneath center in the power out. He's looking to throw the ball, and he's looking to throw it long. Uh-oh. And he had him out there wide open. He was open on the play, had him there. Willard was just overthrown just a little bit, but he had him out there.
Same post play we've seen be successful tonight. Willard's, he's a quick guy. I mean, he's fast.
Kind of insult to injury and the little draw play there. Nothing doing. Hillsboro all over that. Might have got hit for a loss. Laney might have got hit for a loss there. But I thought that was very interesting. Still throwing the ball.
Yeah, I would say keep the clock running anyway.
Right. That's the main thing you want to do. This juncture of the game, I'm thinking, you want to work some people, but you don't want any unnecessary injuries.
A lot of times coaches will do that and it helps the players get some stat numbers up too. But in this situation, they can use this as a training program, get some of the younger guys in there, let them play with the first teamers that are out there, just position by position. I think that's what they'll start to do.
Little hitch pass. Josh. He gets about 5 yards on the play. It's going to be 4th and about 5. And it looks like we're going to have a punt.
First punt of the game.
First punt of the game.
Great about this
We only need 5 yards.
Maybe. We might jump offside.
What's great about this situation tonight is before the last couple of years we didn't have much good we could say.
Right.
And now everything's been so far been going good for us. So it makes it nice to be able to get up here and feel positive about everything.
Sure. And then also some of the people that we're talking about, Andre Tyree, he's only a junior, so he'll be back next year. So not only this season, but we can look forward to seasons to come. End over end punt.
And a good punt. It's going to stop at about the at the 26-yard line. Guys, you either got down it or be ready to tackle the guy.
Pick that ball up and stick it under your arms.
I thought he downed it.
I don't think he touched
London
it.
boy, London player.
Yeah, once he touches it, they can pick it up and run with it though.
He did. You have to hold it down. He just kind of
They'd have
took still a live ball.
He took off down the sideline.
As you can see, he got 5 yards.
But then that wouldn't have been too smart if he'd have fumbled either way.
Hillsboro comes back out. They got 3 wide receivers.
4 minutes, 24 seconds to go in the third quarter.
And I don't think it can end soon enough for Hillsboro tonight. We're looking to throw.
Oh,
that's dangerous.
mercy!
Oh,
Hey, lost the ball.
Willard was there. Quick pass. Willard read the quarterback's eyes and knew exactly where he was firing the ball. Ball was actually thrown too hard, bounced off the chest of Willard, and no one knew where it was.
I think it's surprising it came right to him.
it almost hit him on top of the head when it came back down.
I think he was preparing to jump for it.
Just keep rolling and keep rolling because I don't think it ends soon enough for him. It's a rough game for him tonight. London just steamrolled all over him. I think somebody moved on the Hillsboro side. They're looking to throw. He's under pressure. He cuts it back up the middle.
Tyree.
There he is again. He gets back up past the original line of scrimmage. He was tripped up by Andre the Giant.
Looked like he threw that big pole out there and got him by the shoestring and tripped him up. It's going to be 4th down and about 6. They're at their own 38-yard line here.
Andre's an intimidating looking guy.
And you got big James Young right there in the middle. He's pushing 300.
295. Yeah, he's a pretty big boy. You know, when I used to play, we had guards that weighed 130 pounds.
Oh, how the game has changed so much. And Hillsboro punting again. London coming after it. Now, this is about his best punt all night. Oh! Off the hands of
Sure hands Willard.
Willard.
He's done a great job catching the ball all night long. That time he just probably took his eyes off because he knew it was a returnable kick. And he took his eyes off the punt just for a split second, and that's all it takes. Did a good job getting to it and covering it up, though.
He wasn't ready for a punt you could actually catch.
Took off running before he actually had that one. London takes over again with 2:45 to go in the third, 42-0. We like to call this a no-doubt blowout here in London.
Uh-oh, got another punt, Carl. No doubt blowout.
A lot of the starters still in the game. Uh-oh. Oh, wow. One tackle away from breaking that one.
As the old sweep play to the wide side of the field, McNeil was the ball carrier. Made a few people miss, and as you can see, made some people pay for bringing him down. Hopefully this young man's all right, though, for Hillsboro.
McNeil's not a small boy. He's a 235.
Yeah, it's a big boy.
See, they got a new fullback in for the Raiders. Dusty Jones came in. Also a new tailback, McNeil's in. So a few people are starting to get in, substitutions starting to take place.
That's good to see. Get some of the younger guys get here, get them playing.
Guy got up for Hillsboro, made it off the field on his own feet.
Could have been just a cramp. It's hot out here, and everybody's getting tired and trying to loosen up a little bit from the first half. From halftime, there's a little. Oh!
Heard those feet.
Right out there.
Just thinking about that move.
In and out of the hands
before he caught that football.
That's a sophomore mistake right there. Catch the ball before you run with it. The ball was delivered nice by the quarterback, Dobmeyer. Put it right in position to catch it. Catch the ball first.
In and out of Josh's hands, but that's all right. He'll get it back. I'm sure he will. He's having a great night, as well as the rest of the London Raiders are. They seem really relaxed out on the field and just trying to take care of business now.
Looked like the fullback, Dusty Jones, took an inside handoff. Brings up 4th down and short.
4th and short, and the Buffalo package is coming out. I just heard them holler Buffalo So I think we all know what that means. All the big boys are coming into the game.
Buffalo back here.
Hillsboro trying to make some substitutions. Seems like there's a little bit of confusion out there. Now we're going to get a measurement. In a yard, 4th and 1. A minute 46 to go in here, the third quarter.
Both fullbacks lined up behind Dobmar.
Wow.
We have
Got about 1,000 pounds in the backfield.
Dusty Jones and Willard.
First down.
And more.
First down and then some. Before he even got the ball, you saw the hole develop well. It was right there.
They've been blocking, executing those blocks excellent tonight. Both Willard, Dusty Jones made a nice kick-out block. B.J. Laney, give him credit, he carried another 5-6 yards. Ten carries, 91 yards for Laney.
Wow. They're really splitting up between the backs. I feel like London's rushed for like 400 yards in this game. They've just been running it down their throats.
Interesting, they still have both fullbacks. They still have their power attack in.
And there's the pass play.
Nice catch.
Redemption right there. He held on to that one. Josh.
That was Willard, the one who brought that one down.
That's called
Willard
threading
got-
the needle there.
Yeah, that
There's
was
about
nice.
6 players around.
He was the only receiver in on that play. That was nice. I think it fooled him a little bit. He just cut right in there and just bam, got it. London's just moseying on down the field, guys. We're down well under a minute to play. And London's just moseying on down. They take it over the right side. That Laney,
That's enough.
DJ Laney on the carry. Is that a first down, Darby?
Inside handoff, yeah, it's definitely a first down. Laney's been playing very well tonight. How many yards you want to give him there? About 4?
4 yards on that play. And we may get one more play in this quarter. This will be the last play of the quarter, maybe.
New backfield in, Dusty Jones at fullback, and McNeil's running I back right now. Josh Dickens to the close side, and Wheeler on the outside.
He's looking to throw. It's going to be a screen.
Catch the ball.
Catch the ball.
Looked like it was starting to develop a little pretty nice. They had a good shot at that, but the ball was dropped kind of, it was overthrown a little bit, it looked like.
It was a little overthrown, but it was definitely a catchable ball. McNeil had a hand on it, but he kept wanting to turn his head away from that ball. You know, go ahead and look at the ball, watch it into your hands, and then run. He had some open field over on that side.
And some blockers in front of him.
It's called running before you get the ball.
13.4, second and 10, right at midfield. Dodmeyer still under center. And the penalty flag.
You know, Dabmeyer's having an excellent game tonight as well. He's 6 for 13, and he's closing in on 100 yards. He has 91 yards tonight. So their offense is actually closing into a 400 total offense tonight. It's been a while since London's done that, hasn't it, Gary?
Yeah, it has.
You know, you look down the list, we have Laney at 95 yards, Willard's at 94 yards, Dabmeyer's at 91 yards passing, Josh Dickens 50 yards rushing the ball, and believe me, we still have the fourth quarter to go.
And he's looking to throw. Nice block there to pick up on the blitz. He's got a man wide open.
Go, Josh.
Josh got it. Touchdown, Josh. All right. That was nice.
The sophomore connection came through again on that one, beat his man down the field, and he's having an outstanding game. And also, you know, I said that Dabmeyer was close to 100 yards. I think I'll put him up over it. He's at about 130 yards now.
London just kicking the dirt over top of him.
You can put a fork in Hillsboro, they're done. This game is well over, and London is just, this is the way to kick off the opening of a brand new stadium. I'm telling you, fellas, this is nice.
And not only that, this team needs this kind of a win, too, because they had a disappointing season last year and the year before. They have a new stadium. They have a new team mentality. They're going for two right here. Dabmeyer throws it to Tyree. Tipped away.
Oh! And they still almost got it.
Now, that might be rubbing a little salt into the wound, but That's what happens. Like I was saying, is this team is having a fresh start, and this is just a game they need to get their confidence level up.
You know, you wonder if it might have had something to do with the coach, Hillsboro's coach, when they came out. I could have swore I seen him and Dodmeyer having little words over there.
I think Dodmeyer was trying to get an even 50 on that play right there. But a win's a win in high school. I don't think we don't have to worry about the BCS poll and how many points you win by. And
I'm not going to get too high yet.
No, but it's nice.
I don't really know the caliber of team we're playing. It makes a difference. I'm giving them a couple more games before I really.
Well, the next couple of weeks it's going to be tough because they have West Jeff coming in.
West Jeff's coming down this year. I think they lost 3 or 4 straight major players.
But they've been tough for the last 50 years, so you got to expect that they're going to be pretty decent. Yeah.
Yeah, you can take all the statistics out of the game, out of the equation, the West Jeff game, and just which you want it more.
Next week,
Yeah.
down, so London's looking at a really good season.
Tyree's out for his 47th kickoff of the night.
Well, we see the onside kick. No, it's a short kick. And it's fumbled.
Trouble.
Bobbled. He picks it up. He's at the 20,
Trouble.
25, 30, 35, 40,
Get up there,
45,
Josh.
50.
There you go.
Brought down at London's 45-yard
The
line.
only thing stopping is he's seen Tyree waiting for him, so he decided to run out of bounds.
I don't blame him.
I'd rather get hit by Josh Diggins than Tyree. That was a no-brainer. What happened there is anytime that happens, when a guy fumbles it, you have a great chance of it disrupts that play. And a seam opens up, guys will start running a little bit different towards the ball. They'll get out of their lanes. That's what happened right there. Nice run back. Once he did gain control of the ball, almost went for 6.
Seen that happen time and time again.
Mentally, London has worked too hard to have a defensive breakdown.
Hillsboro.
Change quarters.
They are at London's 40-yard line, and they're looking to throw.
Fumble! He got it back
London
right there.
football.
I think London might be able to take that away
It looks
anyhow on the
like it.
ground. Quarterback tried to cover it up. Looked like defender was there. No, they did recover it. Nevertheless, great defensive pressure in on the quarterback. Made a nice hit, allowed him to fumble it, and almost got a turnover right there. Now you're playing for pride, is what you're playing for. You're playing for, you want to keep a shutout on the board.
And you're attacking that quarterback, not forgetting to throw that arm in there to hit that ball.
London nobody has scored on them since the first quarter of their last game. They've been straight goose eggs across the board.
Except in overtime, they did score a touchdown.
Yeah, in overtime.
Just didn't make the extra point. Quick pass.
Oh!
I don't know who he was throwing to, but
But number 79.
Someone's
Johnson popped him.
They
Why,
hit
he threw it way up in there.
Hillsboro, I know they want to score, but to keep throwing the ball this juncture of the game, I don't know. You just kind of want the clock to run, and I don't know how many more opportunities they want to keep London to keep getting the ball.
That's Kyle Thomas down there for ice on his leg.
Someone needs to come out here and guard him. There you go.
Got 51
He
Thomas.
must be out for the night.
Get in there.
Flip.
Oh!
He's
Somebody get him.
running, nothing doing, and 4th down and about a mile.
Nice play there by London's defense coming in, making him turn his pursuit inside. Anytime you can do that when you're a defensive end, turn your guys into your help. Andre Tyree was there to help, along with Willard, and half of London's team was there. Another player's down for Hillsboro.
Number 4, Jackson, who turned
Hey, we
it.
got another player down. Who is that,
That's a
Carl?
Hillsboro.
Hillsboro.
Oh, okay, Hillsboro.
We're in the red tonight.
Yeah, I know. This color is about the same as ours.
One thing I have noticed is
You know,
usually
it
on
used to be,
nights
I
like
guess you wear
this,
your colors at home. It used to be when you was home, you was
Right,
the white
right.
team was always home.
Now it's more or less you pick which color you
Yeah,
want.
you can
right
almost pick now.
Yeah, I thought so.
one thing I've noticed tonight is that on nights like this, usually you have a lot of cramping, a lot of guys getting hurt. you know, from losing all the fluids and stuff. But I tell you what, the fact that no London players have went down, we have one injury. A guy, number 51,
Kyle Thomas, who's a sophomore.
He's on the sidelines here. It looks like they got some ice on his. It looks like his calf.
And that's probably a cramp situation, or he could have took a cleat in the back of the calf, which doesn't matter because they both hurt about the same.
It doesn't seem to be real serious, but I'm really impressed at the fact that London hasn't had any cramping problems or anything like that. A player is walking off the field on his own power, and that's always good to see. We don't want no injuries in this game, and just be with all the. Hope that God's with all the players, and we don't want no any injuries. And let's get some of these young guys in here and give them a shot to play. And we're back, and it's 4th and a mile.
We've seen this play a time or two. Punt situation. Josh
Nice
Dickens
punt.
will receive.
There he goes. He holds on to
Nice
that
block.
one. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. One man to beat.
There you go.
Oh, there's a late hit.
That's
Throw
a
that
quarterback
flag.
that came up and made that hit. Number 13. Josh it's a good look at your future here for the Raiders. I mean, he's a tough player.
Everywhere tonight.
That's the kind of kid that you like to have. I mean, that's something you cannot teach is the instinct.
See,
Looks like Ross, number 11's a quarterback. Ross Dio.
Dale.
And he's passing.
Daylight pass, and it was a completion.
Number
Good
25,
job.
David Wasmith. Wasmith?
This Rossman, I think you want to watch him. He's got a lot of potential.
Clark in the game.
Well, he's a junior, actually. But, you know, when you play behind guys like Dickens and Wheeler, you have to try to fight to get some playing time.
And they got all new faces in the game, and these guys are excited.
Little
Right.
trouble.
Oh! That was a trap right back up the middle.
Jackson Jordy Jackson.
JJ.
What's the quarterback's name? Number 11.
Number 11 is Ross Dale.
Dale.
Man, I'll tell you what, he done a heck of a job just to keep control of that ball.
It looked like he had, and still make the handoff. That was a good job.
Jackson made a nice run after he got the handoff. He's a pretty quick running back.
He hit the hole hard.
It's nice to get fresh legs in there. These guys have been wanting to play.
Here we go, right back up the middle again. Nothing, and I mean nothing doing. He's going to be hit for a loss on that play of about 4 yards.
Well, that was a good play by the defense of Hillsboro that stood up the offensive line of London and made a nice play there on him.
They read that one all the way. It's going to be 2nd down at about 14. Second and 14. London may be passing on this play. Nope, they're going over the left side.
Oh,
Nice hit. It was a big hit right there. He gets back into about the original line of scrimmage.
he got hit by the biggest man on the football field tonight. 325-pound, 6-foot defender for Hillsboro. And Jackson is probably thinking, man, it didn't hurt this bad staying on that sideline for
Wow.
3 quarters.
Now that's a big boy.
He turned right back into that.
That's a pro-sized player right there. You don't see guys that big in high school. And he's looking to throw. Mayo's looking deep. He's got a man out there.
Broken up.
Defender got back just in time there to knock that one down. The pass was a little bit underthrown,
Just a little bit.
but it's tough. You know, he's probably a little rusty. He's been sitting on the sidelines for the first 3.5 quarters. A little rough to get in there and throw deep your first time.
Had a little pressure on him. I think he might have bumped that arm when he was throwing it up.
Fourth down, 10.
4th and 10, and London's going for it, looking to pass. He lobs
oh,
it again.
kind of
That's a
pressure.
floating. Oh, he almost came down with
A
it.
long way to try to get that ball
Yeah.
in. And the quarterback took a beating, a real beating.
Took a shot as he was delivering it. Made that ball almost go straight up in the air,
Yeah.
spiral, but it was going up. Need to give guys credit to put in a lot of time out here.
Fumble.
They honored him earlier today, and this place looks great out here for the first game.
It does. Spick and span, and We just ask people, remember, coming to the games, we just help everybody work and keep it that way. And let's keep the grounds looking good, not litter and throwing stuff around. And just, this is a beautiful facility you have here, and I just hope everybody keeps it looking nice.
Looks like Hillsboro's got a few reserves in there too.
Yeah.
I see a lot of white,
Clean jerseys.
uniforms on out there.
London still with their second team defense is looking really good too.
Well, they still have the first team in there right
they
now.
do.
I still see Big Andre Tyree and Dobbemeyer and Josh Dickens. They still have the first team out there playing.
This Dobbemeyer wants that shutout.
Yeah, here they come.
We got 3 of them coming in now. That's good. Need one more to come off. There we go. There we go. Dobmeyer's yelling for a timeout, and he's got it.
Might have had too many men on the field. They were rushing off the field.
4 or 5.
No, he's cool. They must have been lined up.
They got
Yeah.
4 people out there.
Really wrong?
They wasn't really sure what they wanted to do, but London calls a timeout. 48-0, 7:01 to play in the ball game, and we'll be back.
I don't even see.
Hillsboro has the ball, 3 wide receivers to the near side,
Got a pass.
There it is.
and he was moving. It was that was a strange play. The receiver just off the line of scrimmage just headed back toward the quarterback, and they just a line drive pass right to him, made a couple of moves, gain of about 3 yards on the play.
In low on the tackle.
Brings up a punting situation, and believe it or not, London's getting the ball back again.
6:30 to play in the ball game.
Somebody wants to try.
Another punt for Hillsboro. Been their favorite play all night. And, they barely got that man off the field. Fumble, takes it right back up the middle. That was number 25.
That's a junior, David Wassmuth. Picked up the ball, returned it about 2 or 3 yards. That's all he got for it.
Carl, how we doing on time up there?
We got a lot to try this all over again.
You got anything with the cheerleaders tonight? I'm just going to tell you.
There we got the cheerleaders. They're still working hard out here tonight. It looks like it's cooled off a little bit.
Yeah, it's cool. We got a little breeze blowing, which always helps.
Oh, we got another timeout on the field?
Yes, we do. Just enjoying the day. It's great to be back here in London, and the festivities earlier.
Want to bring stats that you might throw at it? This was all night.
Sure, Gary. You know, our leading rusher tonight ended up to be Laney. As we get ready to run another play real quick, he ended up 11 carries, 95 yards.
Wow.
Very good job. I kind of wish he would have went over the 100-yard mark. Willard ended up with 94 yards. Inside handoff to number 4.
Cody Jackson makes this move.
Jackson with a 15-yard carry on that play, moved the sticks, give London the first down.
Well, that puts them up close to right at 400 yards total offense, which is a very good job by London's offense here tonight.
Down to 6 minutes and a score of what?
48-0.
Still got that goose egg up there, though.
The shutout still intact. Nothing doing on that play for London. One of the biggest things that impressed me tonight about London is the fact of so many people contributing to the victory on offense and on defense. Not one, not two guys. It's been a true team effort, and all of them have played tremendously tonight.
Yeah, it'd be almost impossible to pick out an MVP tonight.
Yeah, I think the team, the coach, everybody together played. They had a good game plan tonight. They stuck to their guns. Jackson right back up the middle again for a gain of about 1. I think they stuck to the game plan. They mixed it up really well, the run and the pass. Kind of kept you off balance a little bit. I know they kept Hillsboro off balance, and they kept the offense wide open and 400 yards in offense. I mean, no points on the board on defense. I mean, what more can you ask? You can't ask for no more than that.
That's a great way to start out a new tradition here at the new stadium.
Yep.
Back to
Going
pass.
deep.
And it ain't going to make it. That one kind of looked like it got shot.
Like the wind stopped that.
Yeah.
Is there a breeze out there? We must be in Mile High Stadium. Hey, boy, give me a quick bite of that pizza.
It's kind of hard to hear up in the booth because everybody's stomach is growling.
I want to send a shout out to the Boosters Club. I thought they were going to send something up here tonight. We get trapped up here. I've been up here since 4 o'clock. It's going on 10 now.
I might have to bring my cell phone to call Domino's next time we're up here, and they'll deliver up to us.
And I tell you what, it's not pleasant having Gary
Nice
Nolan on your arm.
Sort of first down. What was that, Darby or Martin?
I said it's not pleasant having you gnawing my arm up here while I'm trying to do the call.
He gets a little grumpy when he gets hungry.
Yeah, the ball Yeah, who was that 71? Threw a good block.
Number 71 is Mike Coyle. Yeah, he did. He got pulled out there and made a nice block, which opened up Jackson to be able to get up there close to a first down, but a few inches short.
Right now you're looking at the crew. I'm pretty sure they'll be traveling.
I think they have way too many kids on the field. Let's see, no, I guess they're right.
No, they got 11. Uh-oh. All right.
10, you got 12 again.
12.
12 men on the field.
So we got
That's,
12 on the field again,
guys, you're up 48-0. That just ain't fair.
and they still don't know it.
Somebody's got to come on.
There we go. You know, that happens a lot when you try to get everybody a little bit of playing time. Get everybody in.
Yeah, clue to me would be like Carl said, if somebody's in your position.
If you knew what's going on and you go to your position, someone's there, you might want to leave. That's why we pay Carl the big bucks for running the camera. He points those out.
Yeah, he's right on the ball up there. Can't stand him.
And nothing doing. That was a good defensive play there for London.
Whole gaggle of tackles.
A whole game, about the 8 of them there. Everybody in on that play.
Got the cheering crew up, Carl.
Kevin Shipley was the first man to make initial contact. Looks like a few of the fans are starting to leave. They hung around as long as
3:50 to play. And he's just shy of the first down, Hillsboro is. Looks like he might be half a yard shy of the first down.
Well, it's right in front of us. Yeah, it looks like about a half a yard short. Just ran an off tackle play, was able to pick up some nice positive yardage as the clock continues to run.
3:30 to go in the game, and London trying to keep the goose egg on the board. I notice a lot of the teams, their teammates are still down by the sideline, egging them on to keep Hillsboro out of the end zone. And
That's how you do it.
Yep, right there.
Good play.
London's running the whole game now from down on the field now, but the coaches are up
Right.
in the crow's nest. Normally they've already left 5 minutes ago.
Even the young guys are getting a little bit of that pride. They want to keep that shutout going 1 yard.
On 4th and 1. Here we go. London get the ball back on downs right here with a big stand. Tried to pull them off, didn't go, and he's got the first down a little bit more.
Oh! And he's hurting too. Nice hitting by the young guys out there playing.
All their teammates are egging them on the sideline. That's always great to see.
Get up.
Get over the right side. He's got running room. One man. He's still got one man to beat. No, down at the 10-yard line.
Number 28 for the Raiders, Wes Anderberg, is the one that made a touchdown-saving tackle there.
We're down to 2 minutes and 18 seconds.
2 minutes, 18 seconds to keep this shutout. The problem there was arm tackling and over pursuit.
Yep.
The young guys come out here, they're very aggressive. They overran the ball carrier twice on that play, which allowed him to cut back. Nice run, bad defensive as far as wrapping.
The coaches want this shutout bad too. I see them getting very animate on the sidelines. Up 48-0, but they still want the goose egg. I think that's what's important to them right now. They want that shutout bad. Nothing doing there. There you go, guys. Good job.
Tried to go off tackle right there. The Raiders did a nice job getting off their blocks. Big number 74 and 71 for the guys were there. That's Mike Coyle and Kevin Shipley. And we've called their names a few times since they've been in there.
We're finally under 2 minutes, guys.
2 minutes.
Kevin Shifley, 74. He's a pretty big boy, 6'2", 240.
What year is he? Is he a sophomore?
He's a senior.
Senior. Here we go. They got 3 wide receivers out there looking to
Trying
throw.
to pass, they're open.
Trouble.
Trouble. He's down inside the 5. Down to the 3.
Down to the 3-yard line. The funny thing was, as that play developed, he had 3 receivers on that side, and there was 2 of them that were wide open, and he threw to the 3rd one that was kind of covered. The other 2 were wide open.
And we still got a minute to go. They're down on the what yard line?
1 minute and 3 yards to go. That stands between the shutout here for the defense.
Here we go. Can they get it?
Yep.
Stop him, stop him.
Right there. Nothing doing.
That's going to click a lot of time off.
Nothing doing.
Brings up 4th down. They do have time for one more play, and they'll take a timeout.
Time out. It's going to be interesting to see.
Yeah, once again, I want to take this time to thank you guys for coming making that trip. I really appreciate you coming in. Next week, we'll be back to Doug and myself.
We thank for inviting us.
Really learned a lot from you guys, taking time from ESPN and Fox Football to come in here and help us out. Really appreciate it.
Well, we appreciate being invited, Gary. I tell you what, make the trip down from Tennessee, home of the national champion Tennessee Vols, who will win it again.
The next time I put the camera on you, Darby, though, would you stand up because it's hitting Martin's stomach and it's just blowing up everything, and I just
Oh my
I
goodness.
need this camera bad.
That's terrible.
That just ain't right.
No, it was great working with all you guys, Doug, Darby, and Gary, and Carl upstairs.
It's a lot better when London's winning.
Yeah. This is thanks the London fans and players and everything. Let's see if we can get this shutout.
Defensive stand right here. Looks like a quick pass.
Oh,
Incomplete.
incomplete.
Well, I thought
London's going to take over on downs, and the outcome is academic. London will take over on downs.
Hey, give the reserve defense or second team defense credit right there. They came in, they bent, they didn't break, they
right.
did a nice defensive stand. And, these same 2 groups will be playing tomorrow morning about 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock whenever they tee it up.
After a mile and a half ride.
So let's wish them well and good luck tomorrow. And we just got a couple more plays here, guys. It's all over. All over but the shout.
Final score should be 48-0.
Unless something amazing happens.
We
right
might
here.
break another one.
Hey, I want to give credit to Zach Dabmeyer did an excellent job playing quarterback too tonight.
Down the ball and run the top clock out.
Here we go.
35 seconds.
Okay, they're spread pretty wide there. There's room for a quarterback sneak.
You would think that they're running a 2-minute offense here. Splits both ways. Option, he drops the ball.
Uh-oh.
Well, I'm sure that's not what the coaching staff wanted to see right there. Springs up 2nd down and about 9.
Thing of it is,
That may be the
Second
last
down,
play
11.
of the game.
Yeah, I knew you was about time.
I don't think they're going to have to run another play unless they just want to, and I don't know why they would want to. It's all over. They won't get the play off. That's it. That's it. They got the shutout.
And London comes up victorious.
What a way to open the season.
The London Red Raiders win this ball game 48-0. A tremendous game by the Red Raiders. Gary, Doug, Darby, I just want to thank you guys. It was fun. Got to felt the old vibes again. Felt it coming back. It's been a long time since I've done this, and thanks. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Yeah, glad you came back.
Thanks,
If
Darby.
we can get all in here close, we'll knock this thing off with this ugly mud. See if you can get in here too, Doug. We soon see on the thing. Get off my belly.
This is togetherness.
Yeah, all right. It
That's
is
the
wonderful.
most that I wanted to get.
Good night. See you. Wouldn't want to be you.